My
What's up,
strength isn't.
friends? Your strength isn't what? Your strength isn't up to the task? Well, that's okay, because it's Tuesday night, and we are Nerdly Gaming Grognards.
And we are not up to the task.
I'm totes up to the task. Don't listen to him.
We're up to the task. It's a matter of if the task is up to us.
Well,
No,
we'll
it's
find
never
out.
up to us.
We will find out tonight, my friends. Welcome. It is Tuesday, and it is not only Tuesday, it is that Tuesday. That Tuesday where we get to hang out, play some Dungeons and Dragons with the old Grognards and the new Grognard, the new generation of Grognard, which is... Oh, I didn't fix my hair tonight. Oh, man. Usually I do that.
Yeah, I didn't fix my hair either.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't either have hair.
Look, I'm the only person here with hair. Oh, no, Josh has hair. All right.
I didn't fix it either, so you're okay.
Oh,
They both
man.
have face hair they could be fixing.
But I did make some cool tweaks to the interface. Not that anybody would notice, but I made the pictures of us bigger so that way we can see ourselves with our messed up hair even easier.
Oh, yay.
Hey, I'm Roy, and these are the Grognards. This is the gaming channel with guys who have been playing D&D for longer than most of our viewers have been alive.
Then the edgelords have been alive.
That is
No, not
true. Most of the it might be true actually. They're
at least one. At least one edgelord.
oh no, they're.
She knows who she is.
I
To
think
be fair, also one Grognard.
Yeah,
That's true.
that is true. That is true. But no, I mean John.
I think Zav is young.
Yeah, but we started our main game in 8th grade, 9th grade, 8th grade.
I didn't play with you guys until high school.
John, you're correct.
Actually,
Yeah,
that was only you, Roy. I didn't play with the rest of the guys
think we
until
played-
later.
12 years?
It was a long time. It was too long, that's for sure. Actually, no, it was not long enough. That's what it was.
Not long enough.
Yeah.
It was not long enough.
Well, fortunately for us as adults, we can make up for lost time in being immature nerds. So let's see. Anybody got any fun announcements before we get into it tonight? Oh, Chris, I owe you an inspiration. Thanks for reminding me.
My brother's a piece of trash.
Your
That
brother is indeed a piece of trash. At least he's not the. Well, I guess I don't know. I'm more afraid of your brother Troy, of course, because he's a psychotic something or other. But
He just looked that way.
I'm telling you, that guy was an axe murderer.
Well,
Tell
you know
me
what they
he
say.
has not chopped people into pieces.
I am not saying he hasn't.
So I'm just.
I have no evidence to support. He's the only one that has genetic offspring.
Oh,
Everybody else is married into kids, except for Troy.
well.
He has little Wesley, and Wesley is cool. He's a gamer.
Oh, that is
Hey,
kind of
me
cool.
too.
All right,
We have a
sound.
venue now, Roy.
Is that sound coming through?
Yes.
Yes, a
It's
little.
a little loud though. Yeah. Let me bump our voices up. And I noticed on the last stream our voices weren't quite where I wanted them to be.
I do need my voice to be rambunctious.
Oh yeah, got you, baby. I'm turning you up.
All right.
All right, friends. When last we met, you guys had done a couple of things. Just a couple, including staking out the vineyard where the Scarecrow was running from. And as I recall, I need a.
You don't need any?
When we last left,
Oops. When
I
last
failed
talk-
my stealth check.
we were about to start combat.
Yeah, you guys had because they were on side of the road. Chris botched this.
No, they had
Stealth
gone
check.
back. We were actually part of the way into the vineyard when they saw John's light, and they started to turn around. At which point in time, Delaquin and I were going to follow them back, but I failed the stealth check. I didn't botch it. Oh, you don't
right.
do
Yeah,
that
but they were.
anyway.
Yeah, you were gonna. They noted. Yeah, so that's where
They
we ended, right?
noticed
Where
me.
noticed. Yeah, that's.
But
yeah.
we're not by the road yet. We're
Oh, that's
still
right. Not
like
a road,
in
but
the
like
vineyard.
yeah. I was thinking of like a path out of the vineyard, but yeah, not
Oh,
to
okay,
the road.
yeah.
I got you. You're right. No, not like a path, the road back to the road, but actually like the path just across country, across through
Yes.
the place back to the
Yes.
meadery,
Here it comes.
where you guys know. All right, let's get to the battle, shall we? Wahahaha. All right, friends. This is a little bit like what you're looking at fighting right now.
If it comes through, it is yet to come through.
Mine has.
Yeah, it's weird.
Come on, man. You're supposed
Mine's
to have like,
there.
the quick internet. Oh, Chris.
The arrow.
Chris, they're calling you out.
Maybe they should.
There are.
hope
Oh,
not.
wait. There are not. Hang on. Can I do this twice? Can you show multiple pictures in
Yes.
Yes.
Show multiple pictures, but I don't know if you can show multiples of the same picture.
Yeah, but I can share it twice, and now look. Ha ha. Mwahaha.
Interesting. I didn't get the second one.
Yeah, if you share it twice, anybody that's already looking at it won't get it, but anybody not looking at it will get it.
Oh. Yeah, like look at the stream. I was able to share 2 of them on the stream. How you like that? How you like me
I
now?
learned that because the players in my game
Oh, because you
are
edited
not
one.
good with.
Oh, it's an editing thing. All right, we're going to have to find this out. Yeah, when I talk to Fantasy Grounds and they start sponsoring us, I'm going to have to like know all these things for sure. So we'll get that set up.
Yeah, when they
baby,
totally start
unity.
doing that.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get us. They need us, man. We have been running Fantasy Grounds for like what 2 years now, loyally, faithfully.
Time.
We've got a hot stream here. I mean, not Tuesday night. Please don't judge us Fantasy Grounds by Tuesday night. Wait till Thursday night.
Wait till Thursday night and then sponsor
not
us.
that Tuesday night isn't a great game, but yeah, Thursday is where the action is. Okay, so not 1 but 2 scarecrows have found you guys. And you guys are what, like 150 feet from the rest of the party, right? So it's you 2,
Yes.
150 feet, the other guys.
That is correct. Is it going to be initiative?
We don't know that the scarecrows have found us at this point, I don't believe. An initiative I thought was rolled.
Yeah, it might
No.
have been. I don't remember though.
I don't think so.
I believe that Chris and I had an initiative, but we stopped.
All right, well let's roll. Let's
Maybe.
go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll see what everybody does.
Wah, wah.
Boy, I am still characterless.
Oh, sorry. Got you.
My fantasy grant's given an error about Syrnscape.
This is Syrenscape.
Yeah, Syrenscape fantasy link error.
Oh, did you update your fantasy grounds?
My fantasy grounds is always updated dude.
Oh man, terrible idea.
Every day.
Tony, your character should be there. Yeah, I don't do that because every now and then Fantasy Grounds updates and it breaks some things. And then I get stressed out and then I lose hair and then I... Well. Did I roll initiative? I did not. Okay. Initiative.
I think I might use that point of initiative or inspiration you gave me to. Never mind.
You got it. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Hang on, let me get rid of
Yeah.
that inspiration. Man, that was tough. I mean,
Yeah.
statistically, that was a good plan, Roginald. You doing it again?
No, that wasn't me. That was Deliquin that just rolled that 1.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, that was your initiative. I see. Okay, are we right? Roginald. I gotcha. So Imani has a 3. All right. Elroth, did you roll initiative? Go ahead and roll initiative, Elroth.
Sorry, my mic wasn't on. Are we rolling initiative considering we're really far away right now?
Yeah,
And
just
I'm
to
asleep?
just to
We
have
have
it.
a chance to see it.
All right.
Yeah, just to have.
It took me 3 rolls for it to finally log as a roll.
Interesting. All right. Let's see. Roginald, you are first. So these 2 creatures are sprinting away, and as they run, they sort of glance at you.
I suppose I should ask now before it's too late. The area where they are in, where they are currently fighting, what sort of foliage level are they in?
Oh, it's Elliott. It's moderate. So like, think you've been to vineyards before, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. So it's imagine that. It's like, it's nighttime though in the vineyards. So it's, if you're running down a row, it's easy. If you're running across the rows, then that would definitely be difficult terrain. Seeing a ways through the vineyard would be, pretty tough, especially at night.
Okay. But they're like still in the vineyard itself.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're headed east.
Just making sure.
I'm gonna do what I was planning on doing in the first place.
Which
I'm
is
gonna duck behind the tree that I was.
All right, the tree in the vineyard.
Or duck behind some vines.
Yeah, sure.
I'm small. And cast invisibility on myself.
All right, you are. Go ahead and make your. I guess you have to make a hide check.
Maybe. Putting the action on me.
Actually, it'd be much easier if you just cast invisibility and then hid. I think would be like super easy.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. Either way. Okay, let's just say you're invisible and out of sight.
Does invisibility
and
not automatically hide you?
Technically, it does not in 5e, which is kind of silly. Yeah. But I kind of...
I've been playing that wrong. Oops.
Yeah, I kind of don't do that, though, because it's kind of stupid. Only because... I think it's because, like, hide doesn't just mean you're not seeable, but you're also not, like, hearable. So it's sort of, it's sort of like you're laying low and being still. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but I like the idea that if you're invisible, people can't see you. That's pretty basic.
I think it would have to be like they'd have to be like specifically searching for like tracks of you or like sound or smell or something.
Yeah.
But as far as sight,
You're just visually not there, but you still stink, dude.
you can still be tracked.
Yeah, I by and large just when you're invisible.
I'm with you.
You're
Okay.
Invisible, so.
Okay. I am now marked as invisible.
All right. Let's see. Gale is not here. He's sleeping. Scarecrow 1. Let's see. I guess he sees Delaquin. They both see Delaquin.
He didn't see Delaquin.
Oh, he
Delaquin
didn't?
made his stealth check. I was the only one who failed.
Oh, well then, in that case, never mind then. So they stop, and you sort of whoop, bloop, and you disappear, and and they take off, continue in the direction they've been running.
Okay. We are going to follow. Well, I'm going to follow. I don't know what Delaquin.
So, just to clarify, they are going back towards the meadery, or they're still going to the vineyard?
No, they're headed away. When they saw the light source, because remember, Imani is like on the roof of a little building, not like perched high, but like he's like a story above the ground. They saw this big light, and then they reacted and they took off back to where they were coming.
Okay, so we, Roginald and I are going to follow with them.
Okay, following them is tough because they move fast through this difficult terrain, almost as if it wasn't difficult terrain. But you guys can definitely, follow them through. What is? I guess actually the rest of you guys don't even know this has happened, huh?
Well, do we or don't we?
No, you guys never.
Nope.
Y'all never saw. Yeah, they were there because they.
I don't think the light source from that little arrow is going to be enough for us to see 200 feet out.
Never got to shoot it because I never knew they
got
were
to
there.
Shoot it.
Light is pretty easy. Light's pretty easy to see from a long way off. But they didn't. They weren't aware.
Looking
Remember?
from the light, though.
Oh no, yeah. Looking from the light, it wouldn't be. But you could see a light. If you had a flashlight.
Oh yeah.
You'd
No,
see
there's
that
no doubt about that. I was saying like from where me
Yeah.
and Imani and Gale are, we're oblivious. We're just sitting there like, la-di-da.
Yeah, so that's basically what
I guess
happened.
Imani is.
They came
Gale
in,
and I
and
are
you
asleep.
guys that were here, you guys noticed that they saw the light, stopped, and then took off. And then they saw Chris, thought about killing him, but then he disappeared, so now they're just taking back off. So they go all the way back to their, back to the meadery. And you guys are pretty pretty well behind them, but they you can once you guys get through the out of the vineyard, it's much easier. You can still spot them in the night. They're far ahead of you, but you can catch enough glimpses of movement of them to sort of find them. And kind of typically, as you do, they get to the wall. Just don't even pause. They hop right over the wall, clearly trespassing, and head into the estate.
I'm gonna continue to give chase.
As am I.
Okay. You guys make me a perception check just as you're getting into the buildings. You know, there's a couple buildings. There are trees and stuff. So there's some things that are going to start obscuring sight here.
Still kicking rocks.
All right. You
Did you see which
guys.
way it went?
Yeah, you guys see them. So they kind of headed up into the meadery. Chris, the last glimpse you have is as they passed those. There were these two big buildings that were kind of like the housing areas for servant quarters. You see them go through those buildings, up the walkway, headed towards the main, straight towards the main building of the meadery. But they head around this big fountain structure, and then you kind of lose sight of them once they go there. But they seem to be beelining directly towards the back of the main manor house in that meadery.
Okay. I am going to follow in their footsteps.
Okay.
And see if once I get to where I lost them, I want to see if I can pick up a trail.
Sure. So you guys can go there. I'll give you guys a roll. I don't know which of you is a better roller. And since you're helping, I'll give away, advantage on the roll to pick up the track?
Sure.
All right.
Would that be a survival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
I have +3.
I have +2, so I guess you're better.
Okay.
Yeah, so with advantage. Yeah, this is pretty easy actually. There's there's like a dirt area. You do pick up the tracks, and the tracks you follow them, and they kind of head around that fountain, and they head up, and it's probably another 50 feet or so. But you see that these tracks head for a beeline and seem to be headed directly for this the back sort of patio area. There's like this garden area outside the manor house, and then there are these sets of big double doors, like not big wooden doors, but like decorative doors that would lead out into like a garden area from the manor house. And it seems to be heading directly into that garden area towards those doors that lead into the house.
I somehow can't start my video.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
I got you.
Yeah, he has to give you that.
We shut you down, baby. It's Elliott.
I've been here.
Well,
I just couldn't start my video.
Well, you were noisy, so I had to shut you down. I had to shut it down.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I can turn this off now. We can see Elliott now. Hold on. Where
Oh wait,
is...
I should hide.
Uh-oh. Where is Elliott? Elliott. Might be stuck hiding from the Thieves Guild. There. Oh, yeah. He's really hiding from the Thieves Guild now. Well done. Well played, sir. Well played. All right. So, Delaquin. Roginald.
Yes. So I am going to continue following.
All right. So you head on into this area, and this is a really nice area. There is, like I said, it's sort of this little garden area. There's another couple of small fountains. There are tables, like stone tables, chairs set up here, decorative flowers all around. This is a nice little seating area that is sitting out here. And the tracks go sort of up. They actually step through some of the flowers, and they head right into one of these double doors. That is, they are closed. There is it's lit. The doors actually have. There are glass panes in the doors themselves, but there are curtains on the other side of the doors that close it. But you can see that the room beyond is certainly lit.
Can we actually see through the curtains? Kind of like, is it like very sheer curtains, or are they very like?
They're fairly so. Looking in, let's see. I think I need you guys to make me a stealth check if you're gonna go up to the door.
Am I there?
I'm sorry. I'm
No.
sorry. So from the garden, you can kind of see the curtains. They're not sheer, but they're not very heavy. So you can kind of. There's definitely something you can see behind them. So if you went up to the door, you could definitely try to sort of, at least catch some. Uh-oh.
Looks like I'm gonna already have to use my last point of inspiration.
You don't have to.
It's true. I am invisible.
I don't even know if I'm there.
No,
It
you're not
seems-
there.
You're not.
Okay.
It seems like I should get advantage anyway for being invisible.
Well, remember, there's things like noise. So
There is.
Yeah.
You kick one of the flower pots. it crack.
Well,
So inspiration or no inspiration?
let me.
I should be fair and remind you that a natural 1 on a skill check is not necessarily a critical failure, though I think it should be, as I'm thinking of this.
Except for then you would have to give critical successes, which you don't want to do.
Right, I know. But there is the fail by 5 idea, meaning that if you fail by more than 5, that sort of gets into the area of sort of critical fumbles, but we'll see. Up to you.
Wouldn't it make a sense, though, if you're doing that, that if they roll a perception and they roll a 1, unless they have a +5, he's going to still be invisible to them.
I'm not,
They
yeah,
still won't hear him.
I only want to know Chris's final
Anyway.
roll. That's all.
Yeah.
You currently have a
was
6, so it's not a 1, but a 6. So think in terms of that as far as what you want to do.
Yeah, actually, I'm not going to spend it. I'll save my inspiration for now.
Okay. You do. So you're as you guys are kind of sneaking up, you trip over a bench, but being incredibly nimble, even that trip isn't a terrible trip. You catch yourself fairly easily. +5 on things is pretty significant. There's a big difference between a 1 and a 6 when it comes to succeeding or failing at things.
Right.
And and this area of the house is at this time of night it's actually pretty dark, so it's really easy to see inside this place. So there are curtains, but they're not super thick, and you can see that there are several humanoid shapes inside of there. You can't really see much in there, but there is a couple of shapes that certainly seem to represent these sort of stick figure type things. There's a much shorter shape sort of standing in between them, and then there are 2 much larger shapes sort of standing in the sides as well. So there are 5 humanoid type creatures in here. One's very, very, very short, like Roginald height, and the others are human sized. Though 2 of them seem to be clearly the Scarecrows. Just whatever, put that out there. Fine.
I whisper to Delicman, go get the rest of the party. I will wait here. I'm invisible.
So I start to back away without answering, and then run back towards the wall,
Okay.
track to the party.
All right. Running, it will take you 10 minutes to get back if you run the way. You can fetch the party. Party, make me a perception check.
Perception check.
Not you, Elliott. You're sleeping.
Okay.
Oh, then just Imani.
Oh, you're sleeping too,
What about
Elroth?
Elroth is sleeping.
All right, Elroth.
Yeah.
You are startled as a
Aha.
a person jumps up next to you, says, "Imani!" And it's a panting Delaquin.
Hey, what's up?
We tracked the Scarecrows back to the meadery, and Roginald stayed behind. He's invisible, so if you want to come in, do our deed, this is the
Tag
time.
Gale. Tag Gale, grab Elroth. Let's start jogging.
Hey, next time, could you just instead of jumping up and screaming, could you just give me a little shake and be like, "Hey, buddy, wake up"? It kind of startled me a little bit. If just next time, I do really enjoy my sleep. If you wake up too quickly, it can interrupt your sleep cycle. Exactly. Yeah.
That's a
I
good
don't
way
want
to
to
get
interrupt
your.
my sleep cycle.
This sounds like a good way to get yourself pushed off the roof, honestly.
So next time I have to wake up Elroth, I kick him.
Just a bucket of water.
Actually, it's not water, but that's okay.
Oh. All right. So you guys wake up and you
Lightning bolt.
You sprint back to the meadery, and the scene opens with you guys probably 20 minutes later. Roginald, in this time, what are you doing?
Okay. I am going to see if I can listen at the door. See if I can hear anything on the inside.
Oh, sure. All right. Yeah. Perception check for that. All right. So the door here, these are thick doors. There is what sounds like a high pitched voice, sort of talking. You
Is
can't
it feminine or masculine?
you can't make out a whole lot from through the door, but you can make out that it sounds like a high pitched voice, and it sounds like you would think it's a person that's angry. Sort of there's raised voices, there's shout. A lot of the words are unintelligible, but you can kind of pick up the idea that this is a small person is sort of pacing back and forth and waving hands and stuff. This person seems to be angry at something. The rest of these figures stand pretty still. In fact, the two stick figures stand incredibly motionless. Whoa, Begor! Look, we got a new thing. It makes noise.
It's an anniversary.
It makes noise and everything. Though we got a thing. Look, it pops up, pew, and it makes noise. Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, can I do that? Let me see.
I don't know.
Whoa! Look at
I
that.
didn't mean to derail everything by just tapping a button.
You guys aren't watching the stream, actually. That's cool. Or let me see if I can do that. Can I do that? Oh, I probably already did. Fine. Yeah, so I added
You could gift a sub.
I added sounds to the emotes. So that way now when people do things, we can hear them and see them. So like if people cheer bits to give you guys inspiration, which you can do for the low price of 200 bits, by the way, it will make a noise, and that way we'll hear them, and I won't miss them as much. So trying to do stuff, trying to keep things interesting, putting the
You're the man.
putting the time in to try to make this as cool as possible for the plethora of viewers that we have that come and hang out.
Hey, have the edgelords been here yet?
The
haven't
edgelords
seen
have
an edgelord yet.
not been here, so you're dealing with crappy maps. Sorry.
No. Yeah, no map. Okay. Wonder where we stood.
Oh yeah, so that's kind of what you pick up from listening in. So the other two, the two of the humanoid figures seem to be sort of like not moving much, at least very little. The other two are like stock still. They never move an iota.
The larger ones?
No, the smaller ones, the skinny ones, the scarecrows. They just don't move. They don't move even a bit. They are like statues standing still, which is just something, sort of as you look through, something kind of striking, because everybody generally moves, but these things stand utterly still.
Almost like they're inanimate.
All right, so you have a long time. Anything else you want to do? After about 5 minutes, there is actually you'd hear there are a couple of guys. You hear sort of kind of talking and coming over from the left around the corner of the building. You can hide out if you want to. How long does the visibility last?
An hour.
All right, you can just be still. Whatever, we won't even roll. It's a couple of guards, just sort of like talking. They don't even seem to be incredibly alert. They're kind of chit-chatting as they patrol.
Okay.
But yeah, they kind of come around the building and sort of patrolling the area. And they walk around the building and kind of take off, and they head back around. Actually headed to the wall, and you see them kind of look like they're sort of making a sort of perimeter check around the whole wall. 10 minutes goes by. Or unless you have, I'm just.
Well, quick.
Yeah, if you want to do stuff, let me know. I'm just sort of assuming you're kind of waiting for
actually,
the party.
while the guards are there, I want to knock on the door
While the guards are there.
while the guards are there. I want to knock on the door of the thing so that while they're not facing me, because that shouldn't get rid of my invisibility because it's not an attack action.
I'll buy that, sure.
But I want to draw the guard's attention to the door and draw the door's attention to the guards and see what happens.
I got you. All right, I am going to need a stealth check because,
Yeah.
just because you're invisible doesn't mean that you're undetectable. Because
I
this is a
understand.
world where everybody knows about invisibility.
How about a nat 20?
Well, I can't look at it as a natural.
Really?
I have to look at
Well,
it as
it's
a 25.
25.
Yeah, but that is going to
How
be...
about it being a 25? Is that
I'm
good?
gonna roll a perception check. Let me see what I get.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Whew,
But
that was close.
they don't have... Yeah, their bonuses aren't going to equal your bonuses. But they are perceptive. So so you sort of knock on the door, and they sort of stop. They kind of look around. He's like, "You hear that?" I thought so. It's not like somebody knocking, but are they knocking on the inside? And they go back and they go look at the door, and the moments later, the door actually opens, and there's another guard. This is another human guard opening the door, and he kind of looks out. And he's like, "What do you want?" And the guards are like, "We were checking to see what you need." And there's this sort of confused moment as they look at each other.
Can I see inside while they're discussing?
Yeah, a little bit. The guard here is obviously not just sort of throwing the door open. He's sort of like cracking it open in some small attempt, at least, to hide what's inside. You can see kind of behind him, peeking around, the short figure you can identify. She is a female halfling.
Okay.
Not one that you recognize, but she seems older, an older female halfling, well dressed. You don't get a really good look at her, but you catch enough glimpses to know that she's wearing finery, like a fine gown. So you can at least pick up that much. She has a short bit where they sort of are kind of confused, and it seems like the guards suspect that the guard inside's messing with them, and the guard inside suspects the guard's messing with them. And he's like, "Just do your rounds." And they're like, "Come on, Bob."
Nice fantasy name.
Yeah. So the door closes, and you hear a close, and it's latched, and they kind of go back. That was a cool idea, Chris. I like that idea a lot. Well done. And these guards continue on. Anything else you want to do until the party gets back?
Did I get a chance to see how it was latched from the inside?
No, yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't just like a simple hook latch or something?
You're not sure. You're not sure. Yeah.
Okay.
There's some sort of latch, but yeah, who knows? This is an estate. Roughly, estates are generally better guarded than simple doors. So if you had to guess, some place like this the lock would be a good lock, right? It would be a good lock that they could
Lock.
I wanted to say something besides lock again. Anything, any word besides lock would be great right now. It's all I had. That's sorry. All right. So 20 minutes.
While I'm waiting, now that I've actually seen the person who's doing all this,
roughly, you couldn't pick her from a police lineup, but you saw enough of her to at least put those attributes to her.
Okay.
Halfling, female, dressed in finery. That's as specific as you could be right now.
Okay. I am going to scout around the building looking for alternate entrances, windows that could be ajar or somewhat open, or the curtains not all the way closed. Maybe maybe when the scarecrows came back, the rush of the door may have, that kind of thing. Just enough to where I could see in.
Okay. You got it. All right. So at about 20 minutes later, you guys come huffing, and the rest of the party gets to the wall. And you realize as you stand at the wall, if you take one more step, you will officially be trespassing.
Oh my God, not again.
Guys, I don't know about this. I don't want to be breaking any laws. I think we should
follow
abandon.
Delaquin.
I can't resist.
Yeah, I can tell.
Sorry. So
All right, I quickly, can I see over the wall, or is it?
the wall's like
it's-
2 feet high, 3 feet high.
Okay, so
it's-
I think there's
wanna
one
make
person in the
sure-
party who can't see over it.
yeah.
And he's already in.
Just want to make sure that there's just in case there's anybody around, just to like quick look.
Yeah. All right.
then
Let me perception
I'll
check.
come over and hide after if I think it's clear.
All right. Throw me some perception check.
Of course, you just came that way also.
Yeah, but I just coming back.
All right. You can see sort of kind of up the wall. So you guys are kind of like on the back part of the wall, if you can imagine that. Sort of up the wall, headed away from you. There are a pair of guards that are sort of idly chit-chatting, headed back up around to the manor proper.
Okay, so they're walking away from us.
Yeah, they're far away. You just catch a glimpse because you're pretty eagle-eyed here at night. But they're pretty far away.
Okay. I am going to wait until they're out of my vision to climb over the wall and hide.
Okay, sure. It's more like step over the wall, but yeah.
Yeah.
All
2
right.
feet. I mean.
So you guys continue on, and Delaquin takes you to this little garden area. This is a great seating area. Imagine this sort of outside area. There's a couple little fountains. There's
I take a seat on a bench.
Yeah, this is like a great area.
I just
This would
sit down.
Yeah, if you wanted to like, it's nice. If there's even a great aroma, like there are flowers strategically planted that they seem nice, and you imagine in the daylight they'd be very beautiful, very colorful. But there's also this great aroma. This entire place. Oh no, bees in the house. What up, bees? There's also this great aroma, and like all the benches when you sit, you're like, oh. It's actually very, very relaxing. You got the sound of water trickling nearby. This is a really nice spot.
Anybody want to come here, like after we're done, just kind of enjoy this and
Remember, this is a resort. Like this place has, it's late at night right now for you guys, but if it were earlier in the night, this place would be probably not full of, but at least have people, residents, and stuff hanging out, enjoying these areas, stuff like that. But it's very late in the night for you guys.
What's the plan? Are we going in, or are we going to wait till the
don't know.
day and go visit?
well, what's going on here? We're just sort of, I don't know. I'm sitting on a bench now. I'm happy where I'm at, but I know that there's something here. Where are we going, Delaquin? What are we doing?
The skeletons came to this spot and to the double doors.
Yeah,
There was
Roginald, you're kind of finishing your reconnoiter, and you see the party kind of coming in, and they're kind of sneaking. Everybody's quiet except for Elroth, who like sits on this bench. He's like,
I'm
I sneak up
tired. That
behind
was like
him.
20 hard minutes of running.
I sneak up
10
behind
minutes,
him
but yeah. All
What are
right.
you doing?
and I get really close to him and I say, "What are you going to set something on fire?"
I turn around and I'm just like, I don't know what's behind me. I just backhand whatever's behind me.
Ooh, all right, make a hit roll. Disadvantage.
Is that what?
That's
Unarmed?
Well, technically it's initiative, so let's just do this. Yeah, make a hit roll.
Let's see. How do I do an unarmed hit roll?
Just do
Just
roll a
a
d20.
dry 20.
Yeah, press disadvantage and roll a d20.
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh, it doesn't matter. That misses. Yeah, so he sort of flails out whoosh, wildly, missing you terribly, Roginald.
Do I know it's Roginald or?
No, I'm invisible.
You guys tell me. This is where role playing comes in.
It's-
So
I mean, it's my voice.
Roginald. Is that
Yeah,
you?
just why don't you just yell?
Sorry. No, I'm not yelling. Roginald, is that you?
There's a guard inside. The person controlling the scarecrows, who is a, you said older halfling woman, right?
You would say middle-aged or older at least, yeah.
An older halfling woman dressed in finery. The scarecrows, the two giant or bigger things I can pretty much tell now would be the guards.
Yeah, in fact, in this time, as this time has gone on, the scarecrows from the doors, the scarecrows have actually sort of disappeared from sight. They've left where they sort of walked in the door and were standing in the middle of that whatever room was in there. Now they sort of disappeared from sight, so you don't see them anymore. There are still, I'm sorry, there is still one guard that's in there, but one of the guards seems to have left. So there's just like a guard standing, and the as you guys can appear in now, it looks like the small person is sitting probably at some desk or something, kind of something like that. But it's hard to, like I said, make out details through the curtains here.
So
If you want, we can assault it, or what's the plan?
I don't know. This is y'all's quest. How do you want
is
to
this
play
the
it?
only way in?
As far as I can tell,
Well,
right?
this
To
is where
this
the
room,
scarecrows
yes.
ended up.
To this room, yes. I mean, this is the big manor house. There are many windows, many, there's lots of places you could go, but to get into this room where the scarecrows went, there are two doors, like both sets of like sort of the French doors. There's two sets of French doors that both go in there.
So has Roginald already shared that the door is locked and any of that?
Yeah, let's just use common, or
I
common
just don't
knowledge.
know. Are we
I
assaulting
just don't
it
want to be
tonight?
using out of character knowledge. That's all.
You can if you want, or you don't have to if you want. I don't know. I'm easy.
Are
on stuff like
are
that.
we able? So we can't see into this room. Like we can't see any specifics in here because of this curtain, right? There's no windows
right.
or anything in looking in.
Is
That's
there light coming out the room?
There is, but it's dimmed now. It seems like the room has dimmed a bit. The light now comes like the room was much better lit, but now there's just a single guard and a person sitting at this desk or some sort of big blob type thing, and it seems like the only light now is coming from the desk itself. Maybe a couple of candles sitting on the desk.
All right. So I think we outnumber them by a lot. Let's just go in.
That's.
Well,
We
right,
have
because
no
we know
proof
that there
they're
are
not
guards like
there.
around, right? So there's only the two people in there.
I call on you, Roy.
I was gonna say something like this is technically breaking and entering or something, but
Well, I mean,
you
yeah,
guys know
I
that.
get the door is locked. We have means. Of
I mean,
breaking
if
I'm
they
messing
had
with you
the
guys. I'm messing. No, you guys
scarecrows
can.
there.
It's
Yeah.
not that we have no means.
No, you guys can
I mean, I have thieves' tools and the proficiency to use them.
I have burning hands. Like we can get in.
And I've got a
So-
silence spell.
The question is, do we want to pick the lock and enter?
Well, if we stay out here, chances are
We need
the
to lay
guards are
down.
going to come eventually.
Mama,
So we
you
have
hear
to
that?
move from here
What?
at least. And
Let's
there's only
come
the
set
two of
this
them in
up
there.
tomorrow night
I
again.
think that's exactly where we need to go. Let's just go in.
So we need to go lay down with Mama.
We're already trespassing. Might as well break and enter.
I'd rather see it when we have the scarecrows available. That way we can sort of corner them and go, these are the scarecrows at the other meadery. Right now, we have nowhere to go. We have no clue where we're going.
In that door.
Yeah, but what's past it, we have absolutely no clue.
Yeah, and that's why we're here to find out. So we need to get in there.
We do need to get in there.
If only I had gaseous form.
Troy back. Yes. Can I unlock and open one of the windows that's farthest away from the light source?
probably you want to if you want to do this discreetly, let anybody know.
Yes.
You would take two
I do
rolls,
want
of
to do it
course.
discreetly.
All right, so it would take a pick lock and it would take a stealth check.
Okay. Pick lock, I think, is sleight of hand, if I'm not mistaken.
Why don't I know this? Why don't I know this for 5e yet?
I thought it would just be.
It required tools, I thought.
Yeah, I've got the thieves' tools.
Oh, I assume you have the right tools for picking locks and stuff.
No, I think the tools is how you pick locks now. There's no
Yeah,
skill.
it's just. I
You
think it's.
require proficiency in the tool.
But
Yeah,
the
I've
roll,
got,
you just have
I've
to
got
make a.
proficiency in thieves' tools.
As do I.
Okay.
All right. So
Uh,
yeah, sure.
it seems like there should be a roll, but if not, that's fine too.
Seems like a dexterity check.
Of course,
or
that's a
something.
roll. Dexterity with thieves' tools. So it's a dex check. If you're proficient in thieves' tools and you have, so you need thieves' tools to do it. If you're proficient in thieves' tools, then you get your proficiency bonus. If not, it's just a straight dex check.
I am proficient in thieves' tools and have thieves' tools.
All right. So then that's a dex check with proficiency.
Is there an assist function available on this one?
Not pick locks.
Yeah.
I would say no. Maybe. So why would that skill be different than any other?
Because it requires the tools, but since they both know how to use them.
We're both proficient in them, in fact.
Okay, sure. Then yeah, let's just treat this like anything else. So, sure, or cheer, yeah, cheer. Okay, if you plot your pom poms. All right, so yeah, we'll call it an assist. That's fine. So was that advantage?
Advantage, okay.
Sure. This is
And
on the.
I'm gonna roll it as a save because that has my dexterity plus proficiency.
Interesting. All right,
Just
I'll buy it. Sure. I'm easy, man. All right.
19.
Easy. Now give me the stealth check. This you cannot get assistance on.
Fine.
You can only get.
Fine. I'll take my
Alright.
18.
So yeah, you there's a window off to the side of this. This is like a big room, and there's a window off to the side that you can. You've slipped in, unlocked the window, and passed the proficiency. You've silently unlocked the window.
Okay. I go let the party know that the window over there is now unlocked. We could try to slip in.
Now this is one room. Like this is in that same room. So it's
Yeah.
yeah. So just saying, like imagine
We
you're sitting
can't
in a
move the whole
room.
party in.
Let me say, imagine you're in a room and there's a window in the room. Now the window is unlocked silently, but yeah, if you guys start climbing in the window, that's going to be.
Well, what can we see in the room? Because I've got
The
some
window is
stuff
covered
that
with
I'm-
curtains as well. You could
Oh.
you could go in and maybe. Well, you tell me what you do. I'm sorry. I'm like, why am I doing?
Actually,
this?
that's kind of what I want to do.
Yeah.
Are you still invisible?
Yes.
Go in.
And so what
I
I'm
need to
thinking
be able to get back out. And they might close the window behind me. But
Well, stick your head in and see.
yeah,
just
I
poke
want to
your
get a
head
good
in.
look at that woman.
Yeah, so let's say you peek it open a little bit. So you peek open the curtain just a tiny bit, and you look in, and what you see is this rather large study. It's a well appointed study. The furniture in here is very rich. There are books and such. There's this big, beautiful desk. Then sitting by this desk is this small woman. You also recognize her clothes and stuff. And you see her as this halfling woman sitting there, and she's sort of going through these books or something. She's got quills and such, and she's got a frown on her face. She seems sort of distraught, probably. On either side of the room, far against the sides, there are two scarecrows standing motionlessly, and there is one guard sort of idly hanging out by the door, sort of just kind of hanging out. So it's a big room, well appointed, but yeah, full view of that. That's what's going on. So it seems like she's sort of sitting there, kind of going through these big. Can't see what's in the books, of course, but
I have now gotten a good look at her and could pick her out of a lineup.
oh yeah, 100%. She's got. In fact, there's a couple of tall candles sitting on the desk that light her pretty well.
Okay.
So I've got some like little spells that might come in handy depending on what we want to do. I've got like Mage Hand, and also
I have minor illusion.
Control Flames and Gust. Just like
We're not
throw some
setting fire
spells
to her.
into the room. I'm not saying set fire to her.
Do
I'm
it,
saying,
do
like,
it.
Use like small
Charge in,
spells
charge in, and burn it
just to,
down.
like maybe distract her, and then we charge in. I don't know. I'm just saying that
All right, what's the plan?
I have some things that we couldn't use should we want.
Yeah,
But like,
if you guys are going to charge in, this is a great time for it. Or
I
How
feel
do
like
you-
Mage Hand could be useful in this
So
situation.
my thought
somehow.
is that I don't want them escaping. So I'm going to go back around and stealthily wait by the door that's locked. And my assumption is
I'm sorry, there are other exits, obviously, from this room that go
Oh.
in, further into the house. Like this is a big study. This is a big study that overlooks. Like if these double doors you have look like you would imagine this is a big study with doors that would be normally thrown open to sort of see the garden outside and such like that. And there are two big solid doors that lead back into the manor proper inside that study. Does that make sense?
Are we planning to fight here? Because I could use Mage Hand to shut those doors so that we slow their escape if they do try and.
Oh, they're
run.
shut. The doors leading out of the room.
The doors
both-
are shut.
No.
Yeah,
As a
like
matter
the
of
doors are
fact,
there goes that.
I want
bit
to
of
see what
cleverness.
happens. I'm gonna use the cantrip Minor Illusion to put footsteps near the inside door. I want to see how she reacts.
Okay.
While Chris is doing that, we need to discuss, are we going to take this woman alive, or are we going to
Why would we
possibly-
even fight her? Let's just confront her and tell her to stop fucking with the vineyards.
Mm,
The scarecrows are in the room, so there's irrefutable proof she did it. I mean, we could bring the magistress
if it comes
here.
Can we
to
take a picture?
blows,
Hooray!
if it comes to blows, are we going to eliminate her, or are we going to try to subdue her and
Always
bring her
try
to
and subdue
justice?
I'd rather just
About-
talk to her and say, you don't want to do this, and well, we're going to stop you one way or the other.
About how many spouts of fire does she look like she could take?
What?
I'm trying to judge like what's a good measure for subduing versus
If I-
incinerating.
If I catch her on fire, how long do you think she'll last?
Exactly, right? Like, will she last long enough for me to just like kapow, subdue, or like, do I need to go like kapow, kapow, or
I'm gonna need a stronger drink. Are we gonna have an intermission soon? Because I didn't come prepared for this.
Intermission in 28 minutes.
Fuck, I'm not
ish.
gonna make it.
Ish. All right, Chris. You do the footsteps, and you see her sort of going to the books, and she hears them clearly, and she sort of stops and looks over at the door to her left.
Does she look concerned?
No, but she just like sort of like almost as if like, okay, who's coming in, and she looks over, and she waits, goes back to her business.
Okay.
I mean, so yeah, consider, like I said, she's in a study. She's probably
Yeah.
used to footsteps, servants, guards. There are guards in this place. There are servants in this place. So, footsteps outside the door, the entrance to the study probably aren't unusual for her. Sure. So
Remind the people that are outside that there are guards patrolling the grounds, and if we are going to make a move, we need to make it soon.
I'd like to try to parlay with her and just get her to stop sending the freaking scarecrows.
All right, knock on the door.
I will go to the door and knock.
I'm gonna stay by the window just in case.
I am still hiding in shadows.
all right. Wow. Okay. So Chris is at the window. Josh is where?
I'm at the window with Chris. I'm ready. I'm like,
All right. Josh and Chris at the
Whenever need to be.
window. John knocks. Elliott, where are you?
I'm gonna be hiding somewhere. Is there? I mean, without a map, it's tough to say. But I don't want to be. I don't want to be standing in the doorway with Imani.
Hey,
Whenever
you tell me. You give me a rough estimate for where you want to be. How far away? Are you visible? Not visible? Stuff like that.
I want to be hiding, and I
Okay.
want to be probably 20 feet away from Imani,
All right. Easily done. Roll me a.
towards the window.
Yeah,
So-
sure. Oh, on that side. Okay.
So-
Roll me stealth. So
It'll be John and Imani and Elroth visible to this person?
Nope.
No.
Just Imani.
So Elroth, you're hiding by the window. What's your plan?
I'm basically just like by the window, like staying with Chris, like kind of peeping in, I guess. Or like I'm like right there, and then if I need to, I can just like hop in the window and start going.
All right. So the window is about 10 feet away from where Imani is. You want to be visible or not visible?
Not visible.
All right. Don't roll me a stealth check. Chris, you're invisible. All right, Imani.
Hope she doesn't look this way.
Knock on the door. All right. Chris, you see the guard. You see she stops and she kind of looks at the door and looks at the guard. The guard's like, "This again, fine." And the guard sort of goes over to the door. He opens the door and sees Imani. He's like, yes. Can I help you?"
Yes, I'd like you to quit sending scarecrows over to the vineyards, please.
How does she react to that?
I like that Imani's direct.
Persuasion check, maybe?
Yeah, okay.
I think she should get disadvantage for surprise.
Roll me perception check, Imani. And Roginald.
11.
Perception check.
Okay. Perception. Where are you? There you are.
Okay. The guy opening the door, his eyes like, and he's like, he looks back over his shoulder, and yeah, you see her. She's like, she's hanging out. She freezes. You notice, and she like puts down this quill that she's writing with, and she's like, and she peers out the door, and the guard looks at her, and you see, Chris, you see, she's kind of like hiding up. Imani, you won't see this, but Chris, you see her kind of look at the guard, and she's like, and the guard looks at her. He's like, all right. And she's like, let him in. Imani?
Bow and walk in.
All right. The guard closes and locks the door behind you. And in fact, he as you come in, he looks outside. Dun, dun, dun. The perception check of the guard. Whoosh. The coast is completely clear. Don't worry.
I'm like up against the wall, like
We're like hanging on his back.
Elroth
He
is
turns
still
around. I don't see them anywhere.
Elroth is still sitting on the bench. Oh, this is a great place, man. I love this place. This is awesome.
Can you smell those roses?
no. I think the thing is, he distinctly sees me, and he sees me sitting there like, and he goes, he's nobody, and
Yep.
just goes back in, just ignores me.
All right. Imani, you walk in, and you are in this study.
So as all
And,
this happens, I'm gonna start to move around closer to the window by Roginald.
All right, sure. And so the guard closes and locks the door, and then he comes and takes up a position between, on your side of the desk from him. And she's like, I wasn't sure I caught what you said. What? And she's a matronly halfling. She is clearly well established. She wears this finery well, and she says, I'm sorry. I didn't quite catch what you said. Could you say that again for me, please?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry to intrude tonight upon your studies, and do a half bow and go, I'd just like to please request that you quit sending scarecrows over to the vineyards.
Why?
I'm getting tired of destroying them.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
The wonderful scarecrows that keep coming back to your study. And I can't believe a woman of your beauty and intelligence would not know this.
Are they like easily within sight?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, didn't you say they're literally like standing
They're-
in the room?
And
just,
literally,
literally,
I could
like, standing
point
in
to
the
them and just like half, like hand and look
Oh,
at them and go,
oh, you mean these? Oh, these are decorations. They are.
yes,
there are many
that's
scarecrows.
why they're beaten up a little.
Now let's
would you
remember,
please
just
quit
as a-
sending them.
Just as a real quick aside, remember that in things like vineyards and such, scarecrows are common. They're very common. That's part of why the living scarecrows are sort of a danger, because scarecrows are widely used in farming, agriculture, all that stuff. So animated scarecrows are extremely rare, of course, but the idea of having a scarecrow is not crazy, you know. And so she's like, she says, yeah, no, I mean, of course, scarecrows, there are decorations, but that's
I've tracked them back here for the last week, ma'am. Please, it's late at night. I just want to get done with the scarecrow fiasco.
Can
I'm
I?
not sure why you're doing it. I don't really care why you're doing it. I'd just like
Who-
to ask you to please stop.
who sent you here?
The Emerald Enclave. And I'm getting tired of hearing from the guy there. So would
While-
you just
while
please
they're
leave the
talking-
vineyards alone?
While they're talking, I
Yeah.
want to pull out one of my glass mugs from my bag, and I just want to have it ready.
All right, sure,
you
sure.
know, if I need it.
The Emerald Enclave. What business do they have with my meadery?
They just want you to stop sending the scarecrows over to destroy the vineyards.
Are they allied with the Snowbottoms? Did the Snowbottoms hire them? They hired you, didn't they?
The Emerald Enclave asked me. I have no clue who are the Snowbottoms.
Oh, the Snow Beetles. Sorry, Snow Beetles.
So what? Isn't the Snow Beetle a meadery?
That wait. Am I
Yes.
getting, hold on. Damn it.
I'm getting
I think he's right,
confused now.
actually.
I thought the Snow Beetle was the meadery.
Hang on, maybe I'm getting these names confused.
The Stockfellow Farm is in the Undercliff.
Stout fellow. I'm
Stout fellow.
sorry, Chief. This is the Snow Beetle meadery.
Okay, you worried me there a minute.
My bad. No, very sorry. So the Stout fellows hired you, didn't they?
No, actually, I was asked by the wonderful.
Nope.
You know what this means?
It looks like you can't hear.
Can you hear us?
I can hear everybody but John.
Apparently, I somehow muted, which is weird.
Hey, all right, there we go.
No, we were sent, or I was sent, I should say, from the Emerald Enclave to stop the scarecrow attacks because it's really disturbing the whole populace. I'm not sure why you're doing it. I really don't care. I'm just getting tired of killing your scarecrows. Would you please stop?
And she looks at you and she, you. And she looks around. She looks at the guard. And the guard looks back at her, and they're like, and she pulls out. She raises her fist, and she's like, and you see her close her eyes for a moment, and you notice on her finger is a band. It sort of like looks like a band of woven straw around her finger. And she raises her finger, and the guard.
Hey, Roy,
Yeah,
while she's raising up her hand,
yeah.
I would like to.
Well, hold on.
interrupt-
Just stop. Yeah. So she basically pulls up her hand, and she looks at the guard. They share that look, and she pulls up her hand, and in that moment, the scarecrows animate and look at Imani, and the guard puts his hand on his weapon, and she says, "I hoped it would not have to come to this." That brings us to an initiative, friends.
I would like to cast subtle spell,
Well,
or use my meta magic to use subtle spell.
yeah. Well, this is initiative. So basically,
Initiative
Okay.
first.
yeah. So this is where I start initiative, right? Because she is taking an offensive action against Imani. Imani is, I mean, you guys are all watching, right? So this is the thing now. During initiative, you are welcome to do nothing, But at the point where like somebody sort of draws a sword or pulls out or tries to start an attack action, that's where I'm going to
I'd
say,
like
hey,
to
let's
use one of my inspiration.
do initiative. You can do that. Are you doing that?
I am
All right. Elroth, inspiration used.
slightly better.
Damn it.
All right.
So he can cast fireball.
Yeah.
No,
He doesn't have fireball yet. Or
I'm
else-
like one
yes.
level off. 2 levels? 2 levels.
2 levels.
2
off.
levels off.
The sound is gone on the Twitch, apparently.
Wait, what?
Kotaku says the sound is gone.
Oh no, that was just when Imani was muted.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's right.
Okay.
We can
Okay.
hear it.
Great. Great.
Thank
Great.
you.
Good. Good
That
to
was
hear.
back when
Appreciate
Good to
Imani-
hear that y'all can hear.
Calabayu? I don't know. Big B's. All right, thanks, guys. Let us know. Please, appreciate you for real. Let us know when we're having technical difficulties because that never happens because we're professionals, but it happens a lot.
It was just when Imani was muted. I watched
Professionals
it in
get
real
paid.
time. I watched it all in real time.
Hey, we made like $6.
I have yet to see $6.
I am at a deficit.
Yeah, I am too. We'll be fine though. We'll be fine.
See, I followed what the DM wanted. I tried to actually do a non-combat encounter.
What do you mean what the DM wanted?
I should have just kicked in the door and started blowing up the place. But oh well. Next time.
Look,
Don't
don't try to
Imani,
read my
how many
mind.
hit points do you have?
24
I think that this
and a
this,
full spell complement.
I mean, so far this seems like a great approach. Actually, I think, yeah, I got no complaints for a change. Actually,
And then can I ask one more? Like, what's in this room?
scarecrows.
As far as what?
As far as like, objects, like you
Things
said
he
it's a
can
study,
set on
so I'm
fire.
guessing like
Why do you ask that
bookcases.
question. He wants
Yeah,
to know what he can
flammable
set on
things.
fire.
There's stuff all over the place. You tell
Don't
me.
burn anything in here. We'll need it.
You tell me.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Is there anything
I'm just trying
I
to
can set
pick
on
and
fire in
choose
this room?
what I'm gonna be doing.
Alright, so
I just need to
now-
know which
now
things
remember,
are going to burn.
Just
What
just
can I
because
throw?
just because I'm rolling initiative does not mean it's like, hey, everyone must die. I'm just saying that this is the case where she is taking an action to take offensive action against Imani. Now, what you guys do in the face of that is up to you. It doesn't mean you have to like start casting fireballs and stuff. She's just decided that Imani, by himself in this room, the best course of action for her, well, is to just silence this complaint. So, how this gets resolved is entirely up to you guys.
Oh, what?
The guard
Dang,
goes
he
first.
beat a 19 and an 18.
Wow, yeah, I got a 20. Wow, okay. All right, the guard the guard actually Okay, the guard is going to attack you. Imani.
Is she on this combat tracker and I can't see her yet?
Oh. Shoot. Yeah, I can put her in the combat tracker. Hold on.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just
No.
wondering if she should
Now
be there.
she is what? Small?
Yeah, she's small.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so the guard sort of comes out and he kind of takes a swig at you. And he's like, throw down your arms and submit. You are under arrest. You have intruded upon the
Tackler.
estate, and you shall be put under arrest. Imani, your turn.
Tackler.
What did I do? Tackle who?
The woman.
Oh.
You're gonna grab
Jump
it with her.
across the desk. I'm doing a flying tackle in full armor at 3 times to 4 times her weight and at least twice her size.
I see you want to. So give me that in 5e terms. Technically, you're grappling.
I guess. Can I do damage with grapple? I never did
No.
understand that.
Yeah,
You cannot do
grapple-
damage with grapple. You can grapple.
But I can attack with grapple too.
if
Grapple
if
is
you do
basically
grapple,
just
you can, and you have another attack action. You can then attack.
grapple is in 5e. Grapple is just basically used to keep things from moving. The biggest effect of grapple is that if it succeeds, it changes the target's movement to 0. And you can move the grappled creature. So like if you want to drag something somewhere or stop
Use her as
something.
a shield.
No, you can make her
'Cause I can
prone
move her
though.
around. I could probably lift her.
Well, prone would be shoving. I mean, so 5e in 5e. Tell me what you want to accomplish, and then we'll figure out the mechanics of it. What do you want to accomplish?
I want to take her hostage. So how do you do that? I'm bigger than she is. I'm heavier than she is. I'm going to do a typical John move. I'm going to jump on it and sit on it.
All right. Take hostage. Wow, there's not really good take hostage mechanics in 5e.
No, but
I
I
wonder
know
why.
I could like lift, drag, push, or pull 420 pounds.
Yeah, so grapple might be your best thing if you want to just kind of grab her. And if you grapple her, that means like you basically have a hold on her. You can't technically use her as a shield, but you could grapple her, like grab her and drag her out of the room, or start to get out of the room with her. You know, something like that. So grapple might be your best technical thing.
Tell me, how are we handling it? I want
Well-
to take your noble hostage. How do I do that?
You can't. I don't see you can't. Difficult. Always difficult. Let's say you can grapple her. You can grab her securely, and you'll have a hold on her, and then you can move her or keep her from leaving. You can't use her as a shield though.
So what good is actually grapple except for 0 movement?
It allows you
That's
to.
all it's good for.
You can move them. It allows you to move them as
Yeah.
well. So like if you wanted to like grab her and drag her out of the room, you could. That sounds
How
the
about I just
closest.
pick her up and use her as a weapon?
You can't use people as weapons.
Improvised weapon attack.
I
can't.
like the
I
idea.
can grab you by the throat and throw you into someone, dude. I promise. And that's in real life. I mean, I'm sure if I could do it in real life, there's some way I could do it in D&D. How do I do this?
See, the issue is if I allow you to do it, I've got to allow everyone to do it, including NPCs. And I don't think we want the idea of NPCs coming up, grabbing you guys, and using you guys as weapons against each other. I don't think that's a great sort of plan in general.
I was
No.
just trying to solve this without
Come
having
on.
to straight out kill her.
Well,
But if
you
we
want to
don't,
use her
I
as a
can.
no. So you want to use her as a weapon against other people. That's not. You can grab her and move her around. That's legal. But I don't think you could. Let's say you just can't grab people and use them as weapons. Inanimate objects, fine. People, they're not gonna.
Less so.
Yeah, less.
She's
so.
behind a desk, yes?
Yes.
Can I shove the whole desk and pin her to the bookshelf?
Oh, now that is an idea.
Literally,
Yeah.
just take the whole desk and shove it as an improvised weapon, I
Sure.
guess.
I'll
because
buy-
it
no,
is.
let's make it
It
a.
would still be the grapple effect, right? It's basically still.
I was gonna say that exact same thing. Let's make it a grapple thing, right? So you grapple her. We'll do the contested grapple, and if you win, then you have her pinned. And if she wins, then she manages to get up out of the way of you smooshing the desk against her.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Here's my acrobatics check for her. Pew. Oh, that's not so good.
She wasn't expecting the Spanish Inquisition.
No, she was not.
Nobody does.
So what do I use?
I don't know. Strength.
Athletics is strength?
Yeah, sure.
The millennial.
All right. So you do. So you push the desk, and she's pinned behind the desk, sort of completely pinned behind the desk.
How is she not on the combat tracker? I know Chris already asked.
Now, are you
but
ready to talk?
Well, she's not on the combat tracker.
Will she be?
Time will tell.
You might.
I just want to know how hardy she is.
You
How
have
many
no
hits
idea.
can she
You have
take?
no idea. You have
She's
no
healthy.
earthly. She's healthy. Yes, she is.
Yeah, but
healthy.
like how frail?
She's
is
immune
she?
to
Like, you
fire
said-
and broken glass.
No, she's not immune.
Okay,
but
Keth,
like
I know you're ready for bed.
she's a small grandma.
So it sounds like you already know how healthy and hardy
Will a
she
punch
is.
kill her?
You already know that she's not immune to fire and broken glass, so you must know.
I'm not trying to broken glass on her. I'm.
Are
Feel free
you?
to take out the guard.
Trying to get some
Jesus.
information.
Right there. She's on the combat tracker.
Not that it really helps.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you're asking me for impossible information to know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's fair.
All right, so Imani, you have her pinned, and you tell her what, Imani?
You know, we really should just discuss this unless you really want a big fight.
Oh, I got you, Sanctum. Thank you. All right, Elroth, your turn.
What is the guard wearing?
He's got chainmail.
Okay. I'm going to jump into the window and I'm going to see that she is subdued. And I'm like, all right, mission accomplished, subdued target. I see the guard. I'm going to be like, mission 2, take out the guard. And with my glass mug, going to catapult my mug. Except this time, instead of just a regular catapult, I'm throwing it with even more force than I could before. And I'm casting it at level 2. Yes.
Can I ask a question?
There's levels.
Yes.
Can I ask a question? All right.
Yes.
All right. On Discord, I asked if I should warn you guys when you're breaking the law, and John said yes, and Chris said no.
I'll be right back. I got to put. Kit
I
to
said
bed.
yes.
Yeah, baby.
Well,
You said no.
Is
I
this a
said
city
it-
guard?
yeah.
So I feel like I should mention
You feel
something,
free.
but I only want to mention it if you guys are okay with me mentioning it.
You can mention it.
All right. Trespassing is a crime.
Being is a crime.
Breaking and entering is a bigger crime. Murder is a crime that is punishable by death. Killing a noble is a crime that is punishable by death. Impersonating a noble is a crime punishable by death.
Oh.
So I'm only mentioning that if you break into the estate of a noble in the normal law system of Waterdeep, and there are many issues here, so I'm not saying this is whatever. I'm only saying that breaking into a noble's home and murdering the guards and murdering the noble is on several levels punishable by death. So I'm only mentioning that to give you the law system, because that doesn't mean that's going to happen. It's only that's the system of laws in place in Waterdeep. That's all. That's all. I just want to mention that real quick.
So my question stands: is this a city guard, or is this like
Probably
a private?
not. Yeah, this is almost surely a private guard set up.
So
by
yeah,
this-
level 2 catapult
All right.
at his head.
All right, hit roll.
Because
Only if you.
if
That
it's
is true. Only if you get caught, and only if they can prove it. And there's a lot of factors that go into it. I'm just saying if the normal laws. All right, so hit roll.
All right. How do I cast it at level 2?
by the way, Roy, Sanctum Cosplays wants to remind you that you have a lot of inspiration.
Oh, don't worry. Thank you. What does level 2 do? Ups damage?
Adds 1d8 of damage and also 5 pounds of carrying weight. Should I just roll an extra d8 afterwards and we call it level 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just more damage, basically.
It is a dex check
Oh, dex check from me?
on the guard.
All right, come on, guard. What do we got? Dex. Ooh, his dex isn't that good. Dex check or dex save?
Dex save.
Dex save. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. 13.
Ooh, not good enough. It's a 14.
Oh, no. No, guard. Don't do it. Oh, no.
So 3d8 plus another d8, 14.
That's it? No bonuses?
What?
Is that it?
That's it. He rolled 2 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look,
Then I'm
Elroth,
going to. What?
just for future reference, whenever you want to up the level if you hold down the die with your left button and then hit your right click one time, it just adds an extra die to it. It adds the same die that you're already. So you're throwing 3
Yeah.
die 8. You could right click and it would make it a 4th die 8.
Yeah, but when I in my spells thing, I can just hit the damage button and it just throws all the dice automatically.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. Yeah, either
I
way.
just threw an extra dice.
But you
That's a good
hold
tip.
the damage button instead of clicking it. Hold it and then right click and it throws it in there.
Oh, I got you now. Okay.
Now you're catching on.
Fantasy
you.
Grounds. We're like experts. Fantasy Grounds, just so you know, experts here.
I am not done though.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm a super awesome sorcerer.
Super Saiyan.
I dig deep down inside of me into my untapped magical energy, and I
Taps that shit.
I tap it. And I'm gonna use both of my sorcery points to use quickened spell, which allows me to make the casting time of a spell to 1 bonus action rather than an action.
Oh no,
And
wait.
with that,
Even with Quicken Spell,
You can't cast 2 combat spells.
can't cast
2
2
leveled
combat spells.
spells.
No,
Can't
you,
cast 2.
you can cast a cantrip.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
yes,
Gotcha. Okay. No worries.
I'm aware of that.
All right.
And
Good man. Good
and
man.
my hand lights with lightning as I go and I slap the guard. And I have advantage because he is wearing armor made of metal.
Thank goodness that I'm invisible and I can just slink away.
Okay.
So
Damage.
nat 20. Oh wait. I just
That's it.
rolled 2 d20s instead of hitting advantage, but I got a nat 20.
It's the same. Yeah, same thing. Fine.
Okay.
Oh no,
So
this
you
is
hit.
bad. This is bad for the guard.
You probably hit.
Hopefully hit.
So it's
That
damage.
20 on an attack roll always hits. Wow.
Oh, okay, cool. So 1d8.
No, it's a crit.
6. Oh, it's a crit. So
yeah.
6, 2d8.
Just roll another
Another die.
double damage dice. So if it's D8, roll 2D8.
14.
You have a strength.
So
bonus or
28
Wow.
points of damage in one person.
All right. Elroth.
And then I'm gonna turn to the lady and I'm gonna be like, so are we talking now?
All right,
Because
Elroth.
I just smacked this guard to death.
so you.
I'm hoping that there's some intimidation behind those words.
Well, you can't do that, but you do come. So what is blasting the guard and then electrocuting him to death by like a lot look like? What does that like? What does that look
Well,
like?
I jumped. You're in the room. The guard's
Oh, it
looking
sure
at
does.
Imani.
Yes,
I jumped through
It
the
did
window.
anyway.
it
I
did.
jumped
Yeah,
through the
true.
window and throw my Oh, nice. Yeah. I throw my glass at him and it shatters right on his chest. Doesn't really do a lot, but it hits him right in the chainmail.
Oh, it does
just
a
enough
lot.
to hurt
It
him.
does a lot.
Well, yeah, but like it's like enough to hurt him, but he's just like, oh God. And he looks at me, and as soon as he turns and sees me, I'm already right here, and all you hear is a and just lightning like shoots from his body, and he just flies back into the wall, and you can still see like on his body, like in the chainmail, it's still like crackling a little bit with the electricity. Mm-hmm.
Good thing the armor held all the guts together. Be easier to clean up later.
So it says the guard is dying.
Oh, the guard is
And-
dead. Like dead, like so dead, dead, like dead by a lot.
Considering
dead.
after the first 14 damage, he was heavy, and then I hit him for another 14.
Yeah, he had 2 health left before he hit with the electric. Yeah, dead.
So I just
dead.
kind of had to walk up to him and blink him a little bit, and he was good.
All right, Roginald.
I don't know what to do with this.
This is up to it's your play, baby. It's your play.
There's still 2 scarecrows.
God. Is picking pockets an offensive action?
I
What do you
guess
mean?
that depends on if you get caught.
No, he's wanting to know how it affects the invisibility spell.
Spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. So I don't know if it's an offensive action, but it is not an attack or a spell, so it would not have any effect on invisibility.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm going into the room. We're gonna go over where she is, and I am going to try to use sleight of hand to take the ring from her.
What?
Yes.
A ring? You can't pickpocket a ring.
People pickpocket rings all the time.
All right.
And
Didn't
Did you ever see
watches
the old?
and-
Didn't you ever see the Disney Robin Hood? With the
Disadvantage.
box?
Disadvantage for a ring. Disadvantage.
I will take it.
Isn't she pinned though?
Still
Like, she's
disadvantage.
pinned, she's unable to move.
It's
her
a ring.
arms.
It's a ring. This ring.
I'm not arguing.
You,
I'm
yeah.
taking my disadvantage.
Oh, you got it.
I was gonna say just regular roll since she's pinned.
All right. Your your check.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration.
Oh. All right. So you still re-roll a disadvantage.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I don't want a 1.
I want to lose
5.
bigger than that.
I don't
5.
want to lose as big as a 1. I just want to lose.
All right. Hang on. Let me take that off.
Like a 4 will do.
12.
Yeah.
Like
no.
a 12's not bad.
12's not terrible. So you kind of grab her hand and you're trying to take the ring, but she's like flailing about. And she's like, what? She's slaps you off. She's like, what's going on here? So that is not a success on a pickpocket check against her ring. But good try. Gale, what are you doing? I like the idea,
Well, I'm gonna enter.
but it's hard. It's a hard thing to do.
Yep.
What?
I'm sorry, Gale. What are you doing?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come in the window and just take up kind of a guarding stance. Mostly keeping an eye on the scarecrows, and making it obvious that and I say to the lady, do you want to insist on this fight?
Okay. So you're just
I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, I'm like, I have really
tough
no
situation.
clue.
Yeah.
Give up the ring. Give up the ring.
So what? Maybe make me a persuasion check.
Not my strong suit.
Okay, she.
Can I
yeah.
give him my inspiration to re-roll that?
Yes, you could.
I'll do that. If this will stop the combat, I am all for it.
Well, but he's not. Okay.
Won't.
Well, that was a waste.
All right. On my turn, the scarecrows that have animated and looked at Imani take their actions and come across the room and unleash their hell upon Imani. That's going to get resolved after our break.
Good.
Pew! What? Out of control. Yeah. So, quick break, 5 minutes. Come on back, and we are going to find the scarecrows killing Imani. Imani can't possibly survive this. Ish. We'll see.
Good one.
Yeah. Come back quick, nerds. We will see you in 5.
Tony.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, we lost Tony. Oh, for the love of Christmas. Tony! 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 Tony!
And Sanctum Cosplay says the category and tags are different from her 10 Candles game.
Oh, no, I changed all that. I totally changed all
Yeah,
that.
it's true.
I'm telling you.
Check the chat.
I'm just saying, I changed it.
They all look right to me.
Oh, where did Tony go? Oh, for the love of Christmas.
Oh, because the tags are one-shot adventure, voice acting.
Oh, tags. Oh, tags. I didn't. Oh, somebody
And
else.
it's under tabletop RPGs, not Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, for the love of Christmas. What is going on?
Welcome to the Grognards, everybody.
Hey, yeah, that's great. All right, let's see. 920 730
Some groups say shit happens. We prove it.
All right, where is? Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Roginald.
Oh no,
Where was Tony?
I'm Delaquin.
No, you. Oh goodness. All right, let's see.
And Elliott is Elroth.
Josh. There we go. Nope, hang on. Elliott, there you go. You're out. Oh, like I can do this myself now. I love this so much.
And you're welcome.
Delaquin. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. Gale, come back in. Elliott, come back in.
Can I do that? You stopped my video. Can I start it?
There you go. You can now.
Okay.
All right, Josh, come back in. Oh, I did that backwards. All right, hang on. Let's see. Elliott, you're out. All right, Elliott, come back in. So, at home, this is how we do the camera thing. When players just randomly drop out of the game, this is what happens. So
This is like a 15-minute ordeal.
Why is John all zoomed in?
that's how John
Because I'm
does.
close to the camera.
That's
see?
John.
He
Like,
has
I
a
can't-
really big head.
Yeah,
I
come
can't-
on. Didn't you know?
No,
this
I
is
mean
the new
in
way that we
Twitch,
play?
I think
That's-
it's well.
No,
maybe.
that's how he is. That says, look at his camera. That's how he's like. Oh well, he is actually zoomed in. Hold on.
Yeah.
This is how we play now, guys. Just cameras right here.
I'm good with not doing that. I'm good with you not doing that too.
I'm unaffected.
Mine's because the way the camera sits between the monitors, I can actually see both monitors. So I get FG on the left and you all on the right. I can see them both without looking
I'm
like
fixing
I'm
him.
totally spaced.
All right, any of you DMs who are wondering how you run a stream, this is how you run a stream. This is how
This is how you
freaking
do not run a stream.
No, this is how you pro-ass run a stream with
Add it to the tags. How to DM with Fantasy Grounds.
with unproficient players dropping out of games, doing stuff, and still fixing stuff in real time. Boom! We are in frame and where we belong. What?
Well, except for the tags are wrong.
What tags are wrong?
We're under tabletop RPGs and one-shot adventure and voice acting.
You know, I didn't change the tags. This is the problem with having people.
Put on
it on your
games that
free
are
list.
very good. Is that what you're complaining about?
This is why I have this drink.
Hey, gaming with the grogs are great. It's at least less than a fifth a night normally.
I do like the grogs. So even that, losing a player, having everything all jacked up, boom, we are back running. Because that's the pro-ass shit you find at Nerd League Gaming. We don't mess around, baby. I mean, we mess around a lot, but we still can get our stuff done. Because I'm kind of a badass. I'm not going to lie. All right. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Not proficient. Your games is on. I can't address that now because there's nothing to address. Your game is. Nope. Gotta do this. All right. Let's see. Oh yes. Okay. So the Scarecrows turn on Imani. who is currently holding the desk up against the halfling, and the Scarecrow's like, and they walk across the room, determined to kill Imani. Imani?
Yes.
Muted.
You are about to die. Die.
No.
Yar. Nope. Okay. Let's
Got to
see.
roll better than that.
Oh, yeah. I got it. Here we go.
Ooh, better.
That
Sweet.
was better.
All right. The other Scarecrow. Come on, other Scarecrow. Do better than a 3 and a 4.
Yay!
Oh,
Barely
yeah.
a hit.
This is ridiculous. Take this. Pia! Other Scarecrow.
Really?
That is kind of funny.
Now you know how we feel.
You guys are terrible. Delaquin is not here. All right. Delaquin
Yeah,
is guarding
because
the...
he just asked for the Zoom code and the Fantasy Grounds password.
I just... Wait. All right, Chris,
His
can you handle...
laptop died.
Oh, gotcha. Chris, can you handle that for me, please? Pretty
Yeah.
please. The inspiration. Oh yeah, I'm using it. Oh, good call. Sorry. The last attack. Hold on. Where's my inspiration? I have so much inspiration. Okay, damn. Thank you, Anna. You're the best. Like, totally my favorite. I mean, not officially my favorite, but. All right, using inspiration.
Just remember, my cure light is +7.
Using DM inspiration, baby. Here we go. Scarecrow. See, this is why I don't use inspiration, because it's just useless. But I'm still attacking Imani.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Boom. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Ooh, Imani, I need you to make 2 wisdom saves, actually.
Nice.
You suck, Imani. Could you roll
2.
a 1 or a 2? That'd be better.
Or a 19. Sorry.
Fine.
Here, why don't you use your inspiration? I can keep rolling. I
Shut
like
up.
digging through your inspiration.
Shut up. Who else came into the room?
Me.
You did. And you. But you're in...
Chaos reigns.
I think we're all in there, huh?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I'm still invisible.
Oh, yeah. All right. And so they look over at... hey, Tony's here. Hold on.
Oh, but you gotta fix everything now.
See, what Roy doesn't realize is I figured out how to kill scarecrows super quick now.
All right. Josh, please turn your video back on. All right. Elliott, please turn your video back on. I don't mess around. Okay.
He messes around sometimes.
A little bit. I mess around a lot sometimes. And all right. The scarecrows, as they're attacking Imani, they look over at you guys that are coming in. In fact, let's see. You are
That's
low.
not a single person. That's every creature within range.
You're low. So both low. So they both actually look over at Elroth. And as they do, Elroth, they look at you and you find yourself drawn into their eyes.
I do have a quick question before I do all these checks.
Sure.
It's somewhat related, but not really, right?
Yeah, good.
How accurate is my tempestuous magic feature, right? It says before or after I cast a spell of first level or higher, I can fly up to 10 feet away without provoking opportunity attacks. How accurately can I fly backwards?
I don't understand the question. Tell me what you're thinking.
Because we entered through a window, right?
Sure.
If I used that to fly backwards, could I fly backwards out of the window?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the window would, let's call it difficult terrain since it's not like, walkable.
Mhm.
So, but you're right outside the window. So if the window's within 5 feet of you, sure, you could fly out the window.
Okay.
Difficult
I'm just,
terrain cuts it in half.
curious to check.
Yeah.
So I feel pulled. What am I making? A wisdom check?
Yes. 2 of them,
Two.
as both of their gazes actually try to grab your soul.
Ah!
Ooh.
One of them.
All right. So you fail this glare, and you find yourself paralyzed and unable to move under the withering stare of this creature. So you're currently paralyzed. All right, Telequin, what are you doing?
You guys hear me?
We can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Again?
Barely.
You're kind of quiet.
Sound like you're like in a canyon.
Because didn't have a headphones.
Well, I don't have a headphone either.
I
Yeah,
can
but you
hear
have a nice mic.
Oh yeah,
I had a
it was a
switch
gift from a friend.
old computer, so it's like really slow. So give me a minute. I lost the feed, so can you recap for the last 10 minutes or since the break started?
Nothing really happened.
Yeah, basically there are Imani had so there's a female halfling, there's a guard, and there are 2 scarecrows. Elroth blew up the guard.
Accidentally.
John has the
wait.
female halfling pinned against a desk, pinning the female halfling against the wall. She's got this ring that seems to be significant, and there are 2 scarecrows currently trying to eat Imani while looking around at the party, trying to paralyze you guys with their eyes.
What was that?
So, what do you want to do, Tony?
I guess I'm outside. I'm gonna have to actually come inside.
Do you have to?
I don't.
You can
have
shoot.
to, but the door is closed.
True.
The window's open.
Oh, there's
We
a
all
window.
went through the window.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
currently,
that's the one thing you
I'll
missed.
have to crawl through the window. That's what I'm saying. Because I have to come inside.
Yeah.
Is that gonna take full action?
No, that's like a movement. Sure, you can get in with a movement if you want.
Okay. I guess I can actually do that. And you guys are gonna have to release my character one more time. No
Oh,
lie.
yeah. Roy, can you do that?
Done. I'm so fast. It's not even crazy. No, it is crazy.
It's not even crazy.
It's not even crazy. Professional.
Good. I will actually cast a ensnaring strike. I'm gonna get in.
Daring strike. All right, what's that do?
Hold on. Alright, so
I need better windows.
I went from this is like an very old computer. All right, so I have to cast it on my weapon, and the next time I attack, massive thorny vines appear at the point of impact. The target must succeed on a strength save to be restrained by magical vines.
Well, that's cool. All right, so that is
I'm casting it on my longsword.
okay. Done. Anything else you want to do this round?
Well, I'll move, then cast. Can I do anything else?
Let's see. Movement. The casting is a bonus action, so you could still take your attack action if you wanted to.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
All right. Who are you attacking? What are you attacking?
I'm attacking. I'll attack the nearest Scarecrow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
You didn't have a chimney. We're here to give you gifts.
We don't want the hand. We just want to give her the finger.
All right. That is a miss. All right. You guys are all in the room now. And the... All right. The noble is pinned against a desk. Her guard is dead, but the scarecrows are fine. All right, we're gonna have a little aside. She leans back from the desk and she's like, "What?" She looks up as all you guys jump in her window, like all this never-ending stream of vagabonds jumping in her window, trying to kill her and her people. And she's like, "What is the meaning of this? What are you? Who are you?"
Didn't he already tell you? I think that was pretty clear.
Can you talk when you're paralyzed?
Oh yeah, I guess I'm just.
I don't know how paralyzed he is. Is he
Paralyzed. Actually paralyzed.
Zero motion.
Surrender and call off the scarecrow.
Peace and quiet at last.
Oh, what is this? What is the matter with this intrusion?
Surrender and call off the scarecrows.
All right, no one wants to talk, so I guess we go to the next round. Fine.
I'm unable to talk. I tried.
I mean, so you guys are useless.
Okay.
You guys are all
I thought-
useless.
I tried talking, and
Imani
then
said
said
something. Imani said something.
Yes, Imani
John said-
did say something, and that's something. Yeah.
Okay,
And-
DM.
Okay, moving
So
on
it's
then.
my turn. So the question is, since she is pinned
Mhm.
and in melee with me, can I rip the ring off of her hand?
Yes. Can you? I think so.
'Cause Because if not, my other option is I'm casting spiritual weapon, attacking a scarecrow, and healing myself. But since I figure she's sort of pinned, she can't go nowhere. I've got her exactly where I want her. Can I remove that ring?
it would be hard. It would be very hard. I think that's a really difficult thing to do. You can,
I think it's an opposed strength check.
but
It's
I mean, it's
Alright.
really hard to do, but
yeah, we can. So we could do. That's a fair idea. All right, let's do. We'll do an opposed strength check, opposed grapple check. So if you want to use dexterity or strength, either way is fine, whichever is better for you. But I'm going to give her advantage because she's just trying to keep a ring on her finger. It's a really difficult thing to accomplish.
all you do is close your fists.
Yeah.
Really.
And that's really hard to take off. Plus, she's flailing about and stuff. So you're like trying to grab her hand while she's flailing about and punching you in the face. And then once you grab her hand, so it's really, really difficult. So
Is she grappled?
her movement is currently 0 because she's pinned.
This is important because I'm about to command you.
You can't look. Just tell me what you want to do. Look, just tell me what you want to do, and I'll figure out whether it's feasible. So if
I'll
you wanna,
cast command to halt, which says specifically the target doesn't move and takes no actions. So you
And
freeze. in
command
place.
is a good spell. All right, you can command. All right,
commander to halt,
all right.
and then take the ring.
What's that? Wait,
No,
that's
no, that's 2 actions.
hang on. Whoa.
Mm,
That would be 2 actions, but does she get a save or something? Right?
I'm
She must, of
sure
course.
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
DC
with
14
wisdom
wisdom.
save.
Wisdom save. All right, here we go. Come on.
But if I can't take the ring, what good does this do?
Maybe somebody else.
Somebody
can.
else could take the
I
ring.
don't
How
know.
long is the command effect in
One
place?
round.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, here's
somebody
a
else
save.
could take the ring.
All right, big save. Oh. All right. You know what? Fine. Fine. You can command her to hold. And she's like, I will not.
Hey, me and her are matching now.
And she stops. And you can easily reach over and pluck the ring from her finger. Imani, you have it. Elroth, you are paralyzed. Yes. You can make another save at the end of your turn if you'd like.
I would like.
All right.
Hey.
All right, you're no longer paralyzed. Roginald.
It was getting really hard to breathe while paralyzed. Because, paralyzed.
I'm leaving.
Leaving.
So
Leaving.
what happened while I was gone? Oh, look at that. We're at cheese.
All right, Roginald's leaving. Gale.
My turn came around too fast.
Sorry.
Jesus.
It was only like 35 minutes or 40 minutes. It's like, I know, that's crazy.
Yeah,
rough.
I know. All right. I'm gonna attack Scarecrow. Scarecrow number 2
All right.
with my rapier. As soon as I find it, there it is.
That's a hit.
All right, and I'll do that. And I've got. Is anybody else threatening the Scarecrow at the moment?
Imani.
I'm
Imani is
recuperating.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, then I'll use the sneak attack to get the bonus die.
All right.
Anybody know off top
D6.
what? It's D6. Okay. Oh well, yeah.
Take it. So, but it's resisted. So this creature is resistant to your attack.
Because it's like a needle in a haystack.
All right.
Dad jokes.
All right. Let's see. Delaquin.
I'm going to again attack it with my longsword, and it still has its spell on. So we will see.
Does that help you hit or just for damage?
Uh,
Actually, you can make this attack at advantage. So you can roll another attack roll. Take the best of the two.
Yep.
That's a hit.
All right, so let me read what that says again. All right, so during a hit, the weapon is going to do damage, but then you need to save, have a strength save, or be restrained by magical binds until the spell ends.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you got to do your damage. Ooh.
And then you need to make a strength save.
What's the DC for that?
Let me make sure, just to make 10.
All right, so it succeeds. So it's not restrained. All right, so you damage this thing. The halfling noble streaks out, and she shrieks out, and she's like, "What? What? What do you want? Why are you here? Give me back my ring now!"
We told you to stop sending the scarecrows. It was simple.
I. And she kind of looks around, And she's like, I
Now, why did you do it?
what else am I
mean,
supposed
come
to
on.
do?
What's the problem? Maybe we can find you a solution that don't perchance killing the poor farmer's kids.
No one died. No kids. No one has died. That's a lie. It's an egregious lie.
Well, one guy died right there.
What's true is that you have stormed into the estate of a noble of Waterdeep and slayed my guards. Now that is truth.
That was
Is
an
it-
accident, to be fair. But also, you're the one sending summoned scarecrows to this other place, destroying their crops, which is just as illegal.
And I'm sure the magistrate with this ring could definitely get the truth out of you.
I...
By order.
So you want to tell us why, and if we can find some way maybe to help you and help them?
Hey, we
What?
go where the coin goes.
What
Boy,
else?
I'm just outside the window keeping a lookout.
Okay. She's like, what else? What else am I supposed to do?
What
My
do you mean?
husband-
You've got a great meadery.
Yes, this meadery is great, or it was great. But my husband died just 2 months ago. And since then, he's the one who ran all this. He kept all this going. He managed everything. And I've tried and tried, but those stout
You
fellows,
mean you're a widow?
those stout fellows, they're uppity. They're trying to pretend they're something they're not. We are a proper noble family making wine and mead, but they're like commoners trying to.
Peasants have to drink something, ma'am.
Peasants can drink piss.
That's what they're making. You've got gorgeous mead. What is the problem? You have a great product.
Well, that's
You're noble.
why.
You could hire somebody to continue the meadery. I'm sure your husband didn't do it all.
Or
You have everybody under him.
Or I could hire someone to kneecap the competition.
Or,
Oh no!
hey,
I mean,
hey,
you know,
I've
or-
got an idea that I think suits all of us, right? You are a lonely widow, right? Struggling
I'm
to
not
run your company.
lonely.
Maybe not
or-
lonely, right? But you're a widow struggling to run your company, right? You're dealing with some peasantry, let's be real, right? Some peasantry down the road
She's sort
making
of like,
some bad wine, right? You don't want them intruding on this wonderful establishment you have going here.
or in our business. It's
Just
the business.
just by the way, really sorry about this guard. Like, I really do love this place. Ask any of them. The fountains outside, breathtaking.
She looks.
like-
She looks at the guard. She's like,
Yeah. Well, I think, right, maybe because we've been hired to stop the scarecrows from coming, right, by the Emerald Enclave. We've been having some coin issues trying to get our own little tavern up and running and everything. But I think you and I might be able to strike up a personal bargain where we could help each other out a bit. And maybe we don't report this to the magistrates, and we could help you with the peasantry down the road, right? I'm sure we could find a solution to get them out of this wonderful area. And then you can have this wonderful estate. And then I think you and I can grow quite close as a result of this.
well, I do have this estate, but it's tough. Since my husband died, I have been.
I am a business owner. I'm quite good at running businesses. So I think if you help me, I can help you. And I can help you run this business, and you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Oh no! This is my business for sure. And even though I am
Oh,
grieving,
well, of course, it's still your business. I'm saying I'll
Yes.
merely help you with it, right? Take some of the stress off of your shoulders.
Well,
Maybe you can go wait in the garden while I do the paperwork for you.
what nonsense are you?
Not wait in the garden, but enjoy the fountains, right?
Look, if
Look
you need
outside,
to
look at the
buy,
beautiful meadery you have.
you're losing her. You're losing her. Yeah, I don't know what like. This is like the girl in the alley.
I'm offering
Meet me in the
no,
alley.
I'm offering my assistance, and
You're
she
offering
said she said that she was struggling to run the place by herself. I'm offering to help run the place, and now she doesn't want help running the place.
Well,
I don't know what you want me to do with that information.
I'm not. So she says, no. I can do it. And even though I grieve greatly for my husband,
And
I
you've
shall-
got this. You're a noble.
well, but of course, if you have a tavern that needs alcohol, perhaps we can strike some deal, I suppose.
I mean, we know
I'm
a
sure
few
we could.
taverns.
Even though I am currently a grieving widow, I accept that you may be friends, and I perhaps can trust you.
But I mean, you can win this just by selling your better mead than their swill.
Well,
don't
yes.
I mean,
to
if you
start
look at the
doing
foot traffic
damage,
in
I
this
mean-
place, the foot traffic here is
I mean, this is a
insane.
gorgeous area. You've got all the nobility. They're not going to have the nobility.
You
You've got it.
fools! You can't. Ugh. And she goes back. She sits under the desk, and she's like, she assumes this sort of haughty thing. She's like, you must be commoners yourself. You can't let the commoners. You can't give them a leg up. You can't give them a chance, because then they start and then they whittle away and whittle away and whittle away at what you're making, and then the commoners think they are nobility. How are we supposed to keep the commoners if we accept us all as equals? That's absurd.
Charge
Absolutely
money.
absurd.
Commoners don't have it.
No, commoners
Charge
must be
money.
put down. So, if you give me back my ring, I would be most obliged to you.
You know
No,
what?
we
No,
can't
you know
do
what?
that.
Ma'am, you're right. We need to have the class system, right? You're a noble. I'm a noble. Them over there, they are commoners. They don't deserve this, right? They don't need to build their meaderies. I think, right, as noblemen, you have the nobles. They all come here. But will they really want to come here if the commoners are right across the street building meaderies, causing a ruckus, taking over the area? No, they're not going to want to come here. So I think if we can strike a deal, you can help provide us some alcohol, right, for our tavern, right? We can strike something up with that.
Sure.
I'm sure that me, a fellow noble like yourself, and my friends here, all fine people, fine friends, we can figure out something with the commoners and the peasants over there, and I'm sure we can strike a deal with them to get them to move away from this location so that this is noble land. This is strictly noble land.
No,
where
you don't
only the
understand.
nobles will reside.
You don't understand.
Yes, no, trust me. If we get them to move from this land, where else would they move their vineyard? There is no other land to move their vineyard. It's simply a matter of striking a deal to get them out of here, which shuts down their business, which means that you are the only one left, which puts them back down into their commoners' place.
I see. So you're going to convince the stout fellows to leave their lands and move away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
Why don't you just buy them out?
Well, that would cause them to become nobles, right?
No.
That would, maybe not nobles, but wealthy. We
No.
don't want to provide them wealth.
No.
We want
They
to,
are.
We want to tell them that there might be more ample areas.
No, they
that
are.
could-
They are a stubborn. They are a stubborn lot. They don't want to be bought out. I tried to buy them out. They didn't want to be bought out. So then I decided, well, and she gestures at the scarecrows. This would be more effective.
What about just buy out their stock then? Don't buy out their lands.
what?
Buy out their stock.
What stock?
They make wine. Take the wine and make.
If
your
you
mead
buy
with
all
it.
their stock, then that encourages them because then they sell everything they make. How does that help?
Hear me out. What if
How does
we can
that-
convince them that? What if we can convince them that these fields are cursed, and that no good wine will grow on these fields?
You mean by
Or
selling
maybe
skeletons?
Not even that.
You mean by
What if we
sending
can convince
skeletons
them-
out to pillage their fields and
No,
kill
no, no,
them?
no, no.
I think
What
at
if we
this
can-
point,
what if we-
Gale is actually going to leave now.
What if we can convince them that there is a better area that they can move to that will provide them more income and what they love doing more?
Let's think on it tonight, and we'll come visit, say, tomorrow during the day after. we've had
Gale walks
time
out
to
in the
reflect.
garden and says, "Roginald, are you still in earshot?"
How about that?
You have taken something of mine, and you shall return it, or you shall pay the price. I am a noble of Waterdeep, and this shall not go unpunished. Give me back this ring.
If we return it to you, you must swear to us that no more scarecrows will attack before we meet tomorrow at noon. We will be back here tomorrow.
I already left. I
We will
can't
meet,
even intervene.
and we will
right
come up
now.
with a plan of action
No.
from here.
Oh my
Just trust
God.
me, Imani.
No. You sent scarecrows out to destroy your competition. That's just wrong. Even as a noble, you know that. We can't give
What
you
else
back
was
the
I
ring for
supposed
you
to
do
do?
more damage.
What
This-
makes a noble a noble?
I mean, aren't
It's
you
true.
better than them? Why would you resort to this?
As a noble, I can tell you that sometimes it's a matter of.
I know
taking
you're
the high
grieving.
ground.
Hey, Roy.
Yeah.
Check.
Check what? Oh. Check what?
Fantasy Grounds.
You cannot. You can't. Is
I
that
can.
possible? I roll me sleight of hand, I guess. Imani, roll me perception.
Perception. Excellent.
Roll low. Use inspiration to roll low.
Use inspiration to roll low.
Imani, you find yourself hand in hand with Roginald. Hi, Roginald.
I love you. I love you too, Raj, but you're not taking the ring.
All right. All right, then I'm leaving. I'm just out.
All
I'm
right.
done.
All right. So she says, well, fine. Look, you be gone from these grounds before I summon the guards. Take it. Take the
Should
ring.
I meet you here tomorrow?
Meet me here tomorrow. No, I have little desire to have business with any of you.
I do believe that we could strike a
Have
good
a
deal.
good night, and I'm sorry to hear about your husband.
Just gonna have to set her on fire now. You're not gonna get another chance.
No, because we have to be friends.
Leave.
Oh. Y'all seem
I go
pretty
to the
friendly
door,
right
unlock,
now.
and leave.
All right. She is like, how do I know I can trust you?
And you know you can trust me.
Yeah.
Do I look like an untrustworthy person to you?
Roll me persuasion check.
Worst answer ever.
You are
21.
great.
Wow. She's like, she says, wow, well, actually, you do look like a very trustworthy person.
That's because I am, ma'am.
I am indeed.
I will plan to meet you here tomorrow, and I will have a surprise for you when I do.
Well, I look forward to it. I didn't want it to come to this. I didn't mean to cause all these problems, but you know what?
I understand.
It's better off that
I
it's
do.
all done. And if we can make an agreement, then that is fantastic. I appreciate you. I appreciate that you have come here in the midst of these vagabonds who have come and assaulted my estate. I appreciate that you, my friend, have come to establish a good relationship, and
I
we will.
appreciate that you and I can see eye to eye on this matter. Miss, what was your name? I didn't catch it.
My name is
Winterbottom.
Winterbottom.
Snowbottom.
Snowbottom.
Snowbottom? Miss Snowbottom.
Yes.
I thought
Miss-
it was Snow Beetle.
It's totally Snow Beetle. But
Yep.
Snowbottom is so much better.
I will see you soon, Miss Snowbutt.
Snowbeard. Yes.
Her name is Bob Snowbottom.
I should Bob. It's just Bob. Bob. See what I do, Bob? You see why there's so many Bobs in the world? This is why. Bob. All right, fine. All right,
I will see
so
you tomorrow.
who has the ring?
Imani?
Imani has the ring.
And what are you doing with it, Imani?
I am holding on to it tightly.
All right, you have it in your hand. You have it. All right. Anything else?
I think we're done this mission. Now the question, are we going to the Emerald Enclave with this? Or are we going back to the Troll Skull Manor? They're both in the same direction, so start heading that way. We've
Yeah,
got what, an hour walk?
You're wherever you want to be. Yeah, you guys wherever you want to be. So what are you doing with the with the
Guys.
ring? That's what I care about.
I've got a plan.
Uh-oh. Oh Lord.
This lady's nuts, right? This lady, she's like batshit crazy. This is insane. We've got to take her down, but also we need to get as much alcohol as we can out of her, and we can profit immensely off of this
Good.
woman. if
Are
we
you
treat
still
her
a good
right.
You are
character?
good.
I
You're
am.
not-
Repeat
She
it
is
for
an
us. I
evil
am
person,
good.
and
No.
I'm
She's a
getting
greedy
rid of an
widow.
evil being in Waterdeep,
Okay.
and in the process,
No, you're
profiting off of it.
transitioning. You're transitioning. You're definitely no longer good if you like this.
Chaotic
thought-
good.
This thought
True.
process
Is it for the greater good?
chaotic neutral. This
Yes,
is going.
it's for the greater good because we are going to be taking
No,
away
nope.
from this elitist and horrible woman noble lady, and we are going to be taking that and we are going to be giving it to the masses via our tavern.
My vote is that this is getting to chaotic neutral at best.
Hey, it's not a vote thing. He can do
I'm-
whatever he feels his character should be doing.
I'm going to
Yeah.
head to the Emerald Enclave with the ring.
Yeah, I think
Elroth-
that's probably the best idea. Actually, is having a faction. Having a faction back us up right now is probably our strongest play. Going back to our own home with this artifact is taking our criminality and keeping it buried is the worst idea.
Well, if y'all want, since I technically wasn't seen doing any criminality, could bring the ring back to the Emerald Enclave.
It doesn't
That
matter.
actually
We
incriminates
prove
you.
what the ring is. I'm going to go see Melanor.
Yeah, I think at this
If I
I'm
have
going
to
with him.
wake him.
I'm going
So at
with him
this
since he
point-
sent me the second time.
Sure.
at
why
this
not?
point, you weren't seen doing any criminal activity. I didn't attack anybody. I did attack a scarecrow. I don't think that counts. But I think you should stay super clean, Roginald. Like, don't be carrying any stolen goods. Don't be any part of it.
All right, so Imani goes
Sure.
back to the Emerald Enclave.
Yes.
All right. You there, Imani? And,
I'm going with him as well. I'm with Imani.
All right.
Wake up Melanor.
Yeah, you're there. He's like, yes. Yes. Imani. Oh, my favorite person. Yes, thank you.
Hey, don't worry. I'm here with him.
Oh,
Just
yes.
like I said I would be.
My second
Here.
favorite. Yes.
Here's the ring that controls the scarecrows.
The
It was the snow beetle meadery that was doing it.
the what?
No
The
bottom.
snow beetle meadery
No butt, snow bottom beetle.
that was doing it. The
And you give
poor lady is quite distressed over losing her husband.
We give him the ring.
I give him the ring.
He grabs it and he's like, "What? What is this? This is it seems
This
to
is how
be-
she was controlling the scarecrows.
It seems to be plainly made, but it is clearly
It's amazing. We were actually peacefully able to acquire it from her.
it controls scarecrows, you say?
She had 2 of them in her office. We took the ring off of her. The scarecrows quit moving and just stood there. We tracked it all the way back to the meadery into her office.
This is an amazing discovery, friends. I tell you. I suppose. Do you want me to keep this, or would you like
I'm
claim?
giving this to you. You gave us this mission. This is the proof that it is done.
Well, I mean, we
But-
don't need to give him the proof, though. I mean,
No,
I'm
I'll
not
take it
sure
from you.
that.
I
I'm not-
don't want to be an enemy of the snow beetles.
Oh,
The enclave.
hey,
that's more
I'm
that the
actually,
enclave can
I'm
take
actually a
instead
close
of us.
ally to the snow beetles currently. If you give me the ring, I think I might be able to put it to good use.
That may be
Slap
true.
Elroth.
That may be true. Ouch. That hurts.
I
but-
slapped him back.
No, very well, very well. This, I would take some time to discern the actual nature of this ring. But if you know what it does and you are comfortable with it, then certainly you can have it. And he hands it to Elroth.
Thank you. I assure you, no harm will come from this.
That is a bad idea.
Yes, very good, very good. So can we assume now that the Scarecrow issue is actually handled? And he looks at you, Imani.
I would hope so, unless
Ye-
somebody else could create another one of these.
I would hope so as well, Imani. What I need is this to be finished. Is it finished?
I
From
have
what
a
can
meeting
tell,
with
yes.
the lady who is in charge of it tomorrow. I will ensure that it is finished for you.
Very well, very well. I suppose we'll find out. Thank you for coming to me, friends. I appreciate you coming here.
Of course.
All right. So you guys head back to the Troll Skull Tavern, and you are there.
Oh, wait. While we were at the Emerald Enclave, I had a question for what's his face.
All right.
So you said you would provide me with help contacting a spirit. Should I help complete this quest for you? Quest completed.
Very well. What spirit are you trying to connect with?
The spirit within our tavern, Leaf. He has displayed that he can hear us.
Mhm.
The trouble so far has been communicating with him. I'm trying to discern some way of directly communicating with him so that I may speak to him directly rather than through signs or gestures.
Have you considered the idea that he does not want to speak with you?
Well, I did, but he continually interacts with us in a non-hostile way, and I believe that he does wish to communicate with us. I'm just picking up on the wrong signals from him. I believe once I pick up on the right signals, then he will be friendly and he will be willing to communicate even further.
Is it
Like basically watching everything I do.
Yeah. Is it does this entity have the ability to move things?
Yes,
I see.
he has moved coins or various mugs.
Ah, yes. Have you considered the idea of creating a writing medium? A medium upon which it can draw and write its responses as opposed to speaking with it directly?
We had a large board of dust because we did find that he wrote in the dust, and we set things up like that where he could write in them, but he never did write.
Dust is certainly limited in its applications, don't you think?
Perhaps. Where could I get such a device? Would you happen to have one?
Surely you can think of something.
Is there a chalkboard salesperson
Chalkboard?
around?
I have no. What is this chalkboard you speak of?
Oh, come on! It's a chalkboard. Chalk was back then, right?
When's then?
Come up with ideas.
I'm medieval
is now?
times.
Yep.
When is now?
All right. Think of ideas.
This quest was useless to me.
You got a cool Scarecrow control ring out of
Did
it.
we get our
true.
reputation back?
Which reputation?
With the
The
Emerald
reputation
Enclave.
from the Emerald Enclave that you gave to us and then took away.
Oh yeah. So you yes, you do. So right, fine. Let's just fast forward a little bit. The next several days shows that you guys indeed have actually solved the problem. So the ring is... Who's got the ring?
Me.
Elroth has it.
All right, are you wearing the ring or are you just carrying the ring?
For now, just carrying it.
Okay. All right, so Elroth is carrying the ring. He has the ring with him. All right, so that's mostly done. Days go
We
by.
level up?
No. Well, no. Days go by, and you guys are still figuring out how to properly fund the tavern. And
Nope, got the funding for the tavern
from who?
from Uncle
Uncle
Lucky.
Lucky.
He gave us 1,000 dragons.
And we need to tell the stout fellows that the Scarecrow issue should be resolved.
And to come see us if it isn't.
All right, done.
And I'm
done.
still waiting on my table.
Yep. So your table is delivered. Yeah, you have a table in the main area. The let's see, the next couple of days. All right, in the next couple of days, you guys have a visitor who visits you, and he is a broad. He's a broad, very broad, stout person, and he ends up in the tavern. And it's one of those evenings where you guys are kind of hanging out in the tavern together, and he enters in. And he's like, well, this place is looking on the up and up, getting better.
Welcome. Can we help you?
Oh, perhaps, but more likely I can help you. My name is Mirt.
Hello, Mirt.
Thank you. I hear that you're trying to open this place up.
Currently in the works, yes.
Yeah, clearly in the works. Perhaps you guys could use some funding. I hear that you took out a loan from Davil, but that's not the best case scenario. Am I right?
It's
For
not.
me, it is.
Depends on where you're going with this.
Well,
What would you offer as the best case scenario?
what I offer? Oh, I would give you the loan that Davil gave you. And don't ask me how I know, because I know things. Old Mirt, he knows things. But you see, I need a thing. I need a thing. And you guys may just be the type of people who can find this thing for me.
Oh. What
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Oh.
I've got some things.
My ears start kind of twitching a little bit.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a loan. That sounds like a payment.
Oh, definitely a payment. If you can get me this thing, I would absolutely be thrilled to pay back your loan to Davil. And perhaps then some, honestly. Because you see, Waterdeep, there are a lot of mysteries in Waterdeep. An awful lot of mysteries in Waterdeep. And one of those mysteries, my friends, have you ever heard of the Blue Alley?
Have
I
been
ever
down
heard
an
of the
alley
Blue
where
Alley?
somebody spilled blue paint.
Have we ever heard of the Blue Alley?
I am a bard.
Tell me.
I haven't.
I'm an investigator who's lived in the field ward, and so you
tell me
us.
if you want to know.
I've heard of it. I've never been there, but I've heard rumors of it.
Yes, I've tracked several leads through the blue alley.
Now we're talking. Yeah. So there's, well, the blue alley, as you guys know. He looks at. You guys have talked about knowing it. As you guys may know, there's a lot of rumors that people go in, but don't always come out.
Yeah.
There's
Like I
a
said,
certain
rumors, though.
Sure. Of course. And of course, Waterdeep itself has no count. There are countless tales of these types of things, right? These alleyways.
Let's call them
or
fantastic mysteries.
Fantastic mysteries. That's a fantastic way to say it. But this one, I think, holds some merit, actually.
And why is that?
Well, because inside this place,
Inside of it.
Do we have a picture of this guy or anything?
Yes, actually we do.
Yes, because the edgelords have already met them.
That's not true.
So of course
it is true.
we have a picture.
There's a picture. This picture has been created already for the good game.
There's a picture. There's maps. Maybe
For
even
the favored gang. Mirt.
I mean, aside from the fact that Mirt the Moneylender is a famous figure.
He is a
Forgotten
very,
Realms.
very, very famous.
Who knew it was spelled with an I
He
instead
is-
of an E?
He is
I have no idea who
one of the few open
Of course we're jelly.
lords of Waterdeep, although he's not technically an open lord of Waterdeep, I think.
All right.
So what does he want us to do? I'm confused.
All right, so the Blue Alley. The Blue Alley, years ago, a secretive and reclusive mage constructed the Blue Alley. This is a dungeon of sorts, right? It's full of tricks, traps, strange monsters. No one knows who the mage was or any way out of the alley. No one has actually done it. It is rumored to hold a great treasure, and this is the treasure that I want. Heed me now, friends. There's a treasure, there's a sculpture, a statuette of the Celestite unicorn. This statuette I must have in my collection.
What is this? A Celestite?
Unicorn. It's a small statuette. It's a beautiful thing. You would not miss it, surely.
And why do you want this so badly?
Let's just say that I need it as part of my collection.
What collection might that be?
It's art collection.
It is a collection beyond your reckoning. Don't you worry about that. Just know that I would give you. Remind me how much money you guys need?
1,000. Well,
5,000 gold.
We need 1,250 to actually do the work.
Yeah.
I have 1,000 right now, right?
Counting tax,
No, we
though,
have-
it probably comes out to about 2,200.
We borrowed 1,000 and we've already paid 250. So technically, we don't need any more money, but we do need to pay back Uncle Lucky.
Yes, I would be willing to give you this gold. I would give you what you need. Let's call it 1,000 dragons. Is that enough?
2,000.
2,000 seems like a lot.
1,500.
For incidentals.
Maybe a persuasion check.
Who gets
You
to make
can't
that
eat on
persuasion
stream.
check?
You can't eat on stream.
25.
Wow. Okay. Here's
I was trying to swallow because I had more persuading to do, but that works.
Yeah. He's like, fair enough. 1,500 dragons. Then we agreed upon the agreed upon rate for finding this item, this small token.
What value does the token have in itself?
I think very little, other than having
Okay.
found it.
Very well. It is a
How
deal.
did you lose it?
Oh, I didn't lose it. It is just a thing I want. But the Blue Alley, well, if you're from Waterdeep, are you any from Waterdeep?
Yes.
I am.
We
Hey,
all
so-
are.
Any of you that are from Waterdeep know that Waterdeep has a lot of these sort of ideas, right? These sort of urban
Myths.
legends. There's a lot of myths, a lot of urban legends, a lot of all that stuff. And the Blue Alley is one of those things, except that the Blue Alley is widely regarded as this this area that is, if you go there, you're going to die. You will die.
Like the yawning portal.
No, not the, like, yeah, if you go down in the pit of the yawning portal, you're basically
That's
going to
the
die.
plan.
Yeah, and if you go to the Blue Alley, you're basically going to die because so the yawning portal takes you down into the depths, and creatures down there are going to eat you. Fine. Blue Alley is one of those sort of myths that people say that if you go there, the traps are going to kill you, and that's just how it is. None of you have ever actually heard of it, and it's also like the alternative of that is that the Blue Alley is sort of a myth, right? It's like this kind of idea that people have. It's like, oh, don't go there because old people tell young people all the time, if you do this, you'll die.
But
So-
does anybody know exactly where it is?
You don't. None of you do. Certainly.
Ask Mirt directly. Do you know where this place is?
Mirt. Mirt. Yes, of course. How could I hire you for this other than to show you where to go?
Lead the way. Tomorrow.
So 1,500 gold if we hand you a statuette.
That's right.
Not alone. That's our payment.
That's your payment. But I need the statuette. Now, I don't even know if this exists, to be honest with you. And he sort of claps in the back. This is Mirt, right? He's like, yeah. Look, no one's been there. So maybe this thing doesn't even exist. But if it exists, and if you can get it to me, 1,500 dragons is your
So
reward.
what
You know
led
what?
you?
Why would we? Sorry.
What led you to believe that this statuette of a celestite unicorn is in a place that nobody ever comes back alive from?
Well, that's kind of the beauty of it now, isn't it?
Why would we risk our lives going to a place that nobody comes back from? We all know the Blue Alley.
Yeah.
Why would we risk our lives going in there to get you this statuette if we don't even know if it exists? Because if we go in and we come back out empty-handed, now we get nothing except for emotional trauma.
That's true.
There should be
Well,
a down payment.
We'd probably
But
get
if
at
you-
least book rights at that point.
That's true. But if you succeed, then you get, and he turns to the wall and he pulls out a dagger and he carves in a 1, 5.
Hey, stop. No, stop it. Stop
0.
it. Stop carving in the wall.
0.
I take my knife out and I threaten him with it. Stop carving in the wall.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
You get that many dragons if you succeed. That's
But
pretty
what
simple.
happens if it doesn't exist? Right?
Well, then you don't. Then you get. He draws a line, and he carves a 0. Then you get this many.
I get
dragons.
real close to him and I like grab him by his collar, like around his fat neck.
He doesn't
and
let
I
you. He
say,
doesn't let you.
"If
He actually
you-"
he's very deftly. In fact, he's just like a fat dude, right? He very deftly swats your hands away. He's like, psh. Yes, you were saying.
There should be a down payment. 1/3 of what you're offering us, you should give us now. And the other 2/3 you give us upon completion. If it doesn't exist and we go in and we come back out alive, we keep the 500 dragons that you gave us, regardless of if you got the statuette or not. If we come out and we have the statuette, we will give it to you and you will get 1,000 and you will give us 1,000 dragons on top of that.
It is
Or
really
we can go
only
in
fair.
and we can die. And then it's no loss to any of us except for us, because that's our lives. So
and you're out the 500 dragons you gave as your down payment.
yeah, well, I mean, if you think we're the guys for you, then you should have faith in us. You know that us, the Lords of Lions, we accomplish the goals that we set out to accomplish. If we go into this alley, we will come back out. We just don't know if there will be a statuette or not. So, as payment for going into the alley and back out, you have to put a down payment down. 1/3 of what you're offering of that 1,500.
He looks at you. He sort of gives you the up down. He's like, I admire your spirit. I admire your spirit.
You're gonna admire it a lot more when we come back out with that statuette.
You might, but you might not. And for me to put dragons into a lost mission seems silly on my part. So I admire your spirit. I truly do. However, there are, as you can imagine, in the city of Waterdeep, many groups who would take this mission. I come here to you because...
And I tell you that there are no other groups in Waterdeep that will succeed other than us.
Yes, well, if you succeed...
You can feel free to go and chart as many groups as you want.
If it's there.
Because if they aren't taking down payments, you can send every group in Waterdeep into there.
Oh,
and
I
you don't
assure
care
you.
who comes back out with it. You just care about the statuette at the end. But
As-
you know that you came to us for a reason. You came to us because we are the most reliable group in Waterdeep. And you know that we are your only real shot at getting that statuette. So, if you want your most reliable group going in there, then you're going to have to pay up.
Perhaps we've miscommunicated, my friend. The Blue Alley has been in Waterdeep for a very long time. So many people have, in fact, enough people have gone into the Blue Alley to let people know, and those of you who are natives to Waterdeep will know this.
Which I am.
To let people know that no one goes into the Blue Alley and survives. Like that's just a fool's quest. Like only morons and idiots go to the Blue Alley, or truly desperate people. And so
Well, how
I think
about
you're
this?
kind of reinforcing our position. Is that?
Look, friends.
I'll make a wager with you.
Oh my lord!
I'll wager those 500 gold pieces. And if we come back out and we have the statuette, we get an additional 500 gold.
You know,
If we don't
Elroth,
come back out,
not.
then you get 500 gold pieces.
Oh lord!
But the only way that I could collect on that is if you give me 500 gold now. And
Okay.
once you come out, I will give you.
You will give us 2,500.
No.
That's
no.
fair. Sure.
We're not. No, this is ridiculous. Sweet fucking God, this is crazy. Like,
all right, give me 500 gold. Fine.
Sorry,
What?
my teammate here does not agree with this. So you can have 250 of my gold.
no.
And if we
Is
we
that
come
yours?
back out,
Is
then
that your money?
Yes, that
Are
is
you
my
giving
money.
him your money?
Yes.
Well, you do whatever you want with your money. You're being absurd.
All
You're
right.
being
So
absurd. This guy, you were starting strong. You were starting off well. You said, "Hey, everybody
yeah,
knows."
I started off
Nobody
great,
comes
and then
out
I
of
didn't
there.
even get to
And-
roll.
Sweet Jesus. The only reason you're hiring us is because you have confidence in us. The reason you're willing to give us money at all. You can send, as young Elroth here said, you can send 1,000 failed adventurers in there.
I could indeed.
Instead, we do have a retainer. And
Retainer?
you can pay our retainer.
Not
Reputation.
interested.
500 dragon retainer that Elroth has negotiated with you. You
250
can
now.
pay the retainer or send some idiots in there to die.
Yes, I will just continue to send idiots in there to die.
No, I'll make a personal wager with you. We'll all go in. We'll take
But
the
I'll take a
1,500
personal
dragons
wager.
when we complete it.
Yeah?
But I'm going to put a personal wager with you
Really?
since you don't want to give us a down payment.
All right.
I offer 250 of my own gold, right? I put that on the table. I will give that to you now. When we come back, we get the 1,500 gold, and then you give me my 250 back, and then you give me 250, regardless of if we have the statuette or not. If we come back without the statuette, I make 250 gold, right? You give me 500 back. If we have the statuette,
No,
you give us 2,000 and I keep 500.
I'm not interested. I want the statuette. I don't care if you survive or not, to be honest.
I'm giving you 250 gold.
Yes.
If
I'm
we
sorry.
do not
No.
come back,
No.
you gain 250 gold.
No, I don't care if you come back or not. I care about getting the statuette. That's all I care
Very
about.
well.
We should take this job.
When we come back with the statuette, then you pay me the gold.
We couldn't quite hear you, Imani.
Oh,
You're muted.
I don't think we should take this job.
I want to take
think-
it just to spite this guy.
Well,
I just want to get
that's-
250
yes,
of
that's
his
your-
gold in my pocket.
That's your youth and piss and vinegar that makes you want to spite somebody over a fool's errand. The truth is, I agree with Imani. We have a retainer. We are not your upstarts. We're not your fools. We're not the desperate ones that you spoke of earlier. We have means, we have connections, and we have abilities that those others don't have. After you burn through a few other of your upstarts that don't succeed, let's talk again. No
Well, let
hard
me-
feelings.
Let me assure you, I have already burned through a few upstarts.
You may burn through some more.
I am simply offering you an immense reward for
Sure,
going here.
sure.
So bottom line,
Agreed.
just
I kind of
be-
want this statuette for myself now.
Yeah, bottom line is he's asking you to go on this quest to retrieve this statuette, and he's offering you guys 1,000 dragons to retrieve him the statuette.
1,500 dragons.
I'm sorry, 1,500 dragons to retrieve the statuette. That's sort of bottom line. So you can or can't. I'm just, we can drag this out as long as we want, but that's sort of the bottom line is.
And I think that that's a good place to leave off for the night, and
Sure.
and maybe we discuss it and come up with where we go from here, like how we
All right.
conclude this conversation.
Yeah, and you know that Mirt, and Mirt's a legendary figure here in Waterdeep. He is, once upon a time, he was a big adventurer. Then he was a big noble. He is a current masked lord of Waterdeep, or so they say. Mirt doesn't deny or confirm that he is a masked lord, but he sort of walks on that line that he might be a masked lord. But he definitely has a reputation of Mirt the Moneylender is his sort of nickname. So when we're talking about something like on the scale of 1,000 or 1,500 dragons, that's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know how this is going to work out. In 2 weeks? 2 weeks? 1 week? 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
2 weeks is Fat Tuesday.
2 weeks, Mardi Gras.
Uh-oh.
I can play.
Yeah, Denver doesn't celebrate.
I will be out of town.
Yeah, we probably won't. All right, so next week, Chris, are you going to run your game next week?
That's the plan.
Tell us about that, Chris. So, Chris, 1 week from today, Chris is taking up his Tuesday game. What's that look like, Chris?
In the next episode of the Heroes Princes of the Apocalypse game, the party is going to be hunting a manticore with their enemy from Hippogriff back. So very exciting.
That is
Yeah.
incredibly exciting. About as exciting as D&D gets. So next week, we will be here for DM Chris and his game. 2 weeks from today, Mardi Gras Tuesday.
Is Mardi Gras, and you'll be completely blatzed and blitzed. So yeah, that won't be workable.
That's tough.
After
That ain't happening.
Probably not.
After being at the parades, I won't be here.
A month off? Oh man, that sucks.
I could actually be here next Tuesday or two weeks on Tuesday. I'll probably go costuming in the quarter early and then like be done by like
I've got
4.
work.
I'll be done by 4 and be able to drink some water and be in some modicum of shape to play.
We'll
I
be
gotcha.
out of town.
All right, so
After
it looks like
Mardi Gras possible.
yeah, it looks like the New Orleans crew, which is all of us, probably gonna be off for a little bit. Tuesday, 2 days from today, we are going to continue.
Thursday.
Thank you. Thursday, 2 days from today, we are going to continue with the Edgelords and Murder Hobos, and we'll pick up that game. Anna is running her 10 Candles games. That's fantastic. All right, so I guess we're like a month
Wrong button.
I didn't mean to do that. All right, so not 2 weeks from today, but 4 weeks? Really?
Again.
What about next Wednesday?
Out of town.
All right, well, tune in. So check us out, and we will figure out when we're going to come back again. It might be a month. It might be 2 weeks. I'm not really sure. Worst case scenario, it will be 1 month from today. Jeez, that sounds terrible. But we'll be there, and we're going to find out what happens.
Just kind of minor detail. It's not a whole month.
March 10th.
It's a leap year, so even February is not 4 weeks this year.
All right, so 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2.
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Worst case scenario, 4 weeks. Best case scenario, something before that. Check us out on
3
Discord.
weeks.
Come hang out with us on Discord. We are absolutely there.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll talk to you on Discord. Worst case scenario, we'll see you in 4 weeks. Until then,
Nerd out.
Nerd out.